Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm joined by two out of three of my co-hosts. Ryan is in the building. Manchester City is in the building. Also, we'll start with you, Jan. How you doing? How's your day been? All that good stuff.
Great. The time is flying at the moment because I'm off work, so
Love
it's
that.
annoying. But yeah, it's gonna be the weekend soon, unfortunately. How are you guys?
Are you back in work on the weekend? Is that what you mean by that?
No, I'm back on Monday, but it's getting closer and closer to that day
So why is the weekend the problem?
because it's like the minute it's the weekend, I'm gonna blink and then it's gonna be Monday.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yes, little bro Ryan, what you telling me? You good?
Oh, yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm good,
Sorry,
bro.
did you got caught off guard? Did you not know you was on a live stream there?
No, I was just seeing something on the TV there. It captured my imagination.
Yeah, really. What was it? A Fast and Furious advert?
No,
Is that what it
no,
was? I thought it was.
it wasn't. No.
All right, cool. Yeah. But like I start every show on Sarcasm City TV, love to everyone who is supporting the channel in whatever capacity. Like it really doesn't go unnoticed in it. So big up to each and every one of you lot who is supporting. Like I always say, whether you watch shows live, whether you're watching shows live and you're in the comments, or you're watching shows back, you know what I'm saying? Or you're watching live, but you have it on in the background, is much appreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed. Please make sure, regardless whether you're watching it live or not, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Share this across all the socials as well. You can go to my Twitter and Instagram, and that's me, Flawless. Retweet and like from there. Share it from my Instagram. And you can find Ryan and Yan City's socials as well of mine. And if you haven't seen, and yeah, subscribe to the channel as well. How could I forget that? Make sure you subscribe. Road to 4K on the channel in it. So yeah, man, road to 4K and hit the notification bell when you do. And if you haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, it's where you use lot in the chat, get to ask any question. So any sporting question, past or present, you can put to all three of us, two out of the three of us, one of us, etc. And that's how it runs. And of course, if you are a member of the channel, your comment will take priority like a super chat. So your comment or question takes priority like a super chat if you are a member. So I'm not ignoring you if you keep seeing the same names popping up on the screen. But I will get to the comments now, innit? Or he's already in the building, Statman chatting-ish. Don't make me be that guy, Statman, you know. I swear down, you youngers are making me be that guy. You've done it. Zeno did it. Harris made me do it on Mandem United and that. Like, you start forcing me to be that older head. Like, don't force me to do that. Don't do that. Don't make me do that, please. You know what I'm saying? Large up Timo in the building who says, so Ronaldo carry Portugal. Large up Timo every time. So Ronaldo carries Portugal team to beat Republic of Ireland. Yeah, and Flawless getting schooled by Statman Beans on Twitter. I see. Yes, he did. Is that your mic, fam? Yo, stop tapping your mic because man can hear that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this guy. I was thinking, what is that? So Ronaldo can carry Portugal team to beat Republic of Ireland. Yeah, Flawless getting schooled by Statman. Statman didn't say nothing. Statman just did a whole load of Ollie. He just said a whole load of nothing. You know what I'm saying? But people wanted it to ban because people gonna reach to try and cook me in it. I'm not uncookable, but I'm very hard to get. I've been cooked once.
I always cook
and I wasn't
you,
even sporting. You've never cooked me when?
There's been times in it.
You've hit me with shots, yes, but you've never cooked me. Like, you've been cooked. You got cooked yesterday. You've been cooked multiple times.
No, I didn't get cooked yesterday.
I didn't get cooked yesterday. You got cooked yesterday. The chat
When did
was
I get
cooking you,
cooked
fam.
yesterday?
That's why you left, because the chat was cooking you. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I left
you
because
thought I
my
didn't know?
laptop ran out of charge.
Yeah. Yo, I seen the private chat. You haven't seen the private chat. They was talking about it. They knew what happened. They cooked you, and that's why you left. You always get cooked.
My laptop ran out of charge, and I was tired, innit?
Whatever the lies you got to tell yourself to comfort yourself. Big up Flawless, says Ali A. Black Diamond says, like the thing people support, quality channel, much appreciated. I will get to, obviously you can see from the title, Cristiano Ronaldo is the highest goal scorer at international level of all time, and we'll answer questions on him. And it's not just Ronaldo, you can ask any sporting question as well. Daniel says, big up Ryan, even though I did not see the Twitch Agenda FC show, you were talking facts about Mike. He is top 5 centre-backs in the league. Top 5 in the league. Van Dijk, Thiago Silva, Diaz. That's Varane and Matip. He's saying, make sure you check out that. Large up Daniel as well. Drizzy does, when do I ever hide? Man's always here. Yes, Flawless hiding or what after he slandered Ronaldo. I didn't slander Ronaldo in it. I just stated facts about Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? He also says, yay, the pretty Yan in the building, says Drizzy does.
I love that Drizzy does.
He ain't
Elijah
wrong.
Nippin says big up everyone. Raphael G says I finally changed my mind.
I don't know. I need
Ronaldo
to
over
clear my
Bale.
throat still.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know
God.
what? I don't know if you was here what we were saying while you was gone, but you tried to lie about getting cooked yesterday, and that's why he left. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, in the comments.
Yeah, in the comments, see, you know, the comments cooked him. You know
Nah,
what I'm
my
saying?
laptop ran out of charge, innit?
Yeah, he ran out of charge. You can't even say it with chess, fam. You can't say it with the Kim K's in it. But we move. Statman says we are coming for the apologies. What did I like? You tweeted me the apology form, fam. What did I say? Or I said nothing on that apology form. I'm talking about the team. Ronaldo gonna back goals, 100%. He's gonna score goals in the Premier League. But you know what it's gonna mean for the team? Absolutely nothing, because we ain't gonna win shit. That's the be all and end all. I hate to be that guy in it.
With that team, you gotta win the league.
Shut up, man. Shut up,
gotta
man.
win
You know
the
what I'm
league.
saying? Shut up, man.
Can't have none of this
Shut up.
finishing
I don't
third
have
and
it.
happy we
Shut up,
finished.
man.
Nah,
Well, you
man.
can stop your fighting, man.
Shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not what we do.
No,
Now
it's
we're not
true,
fine.
man.
Just
You've
going back
got
and
to have
forth.
standards. You can't have
She's just
Ronaldo
trying.
and be having low standards. It's like
He's got
dating
low.
a 10 out of 10 girl and just expecting, you know, her to get no attention. Like, come on
10
now.
out of 10 girls aren't good enough for me.
things.
I need 15 out of 10 girls.
All right, this is not what we do. And this is why I was trying to cut you off before it went that
One
way. But
sec, I
we
need
move.
to wash my hands.
Yeah. No stress. Yeah, we watched it. All right. Where's the apology? Flawless. Apologize for what? Elijah, my guy, Statman. Go subscribe to his channel, but prick. You know what I'm saying? YG says, big up the panel. Finally back from holiday. Statman on your case, Flawless. Yeah, he's on my case with his lies, innit? But we moving that. Ab says, I love the late streams. It's a big vibe. That's what we're here for, innit? For nocturnal people like me, people who might be working night jobs, people whose body clocks are just messed up, whatever, innit?
We are
that's what we're here
basically
for.
Vibe City TV.
That's not a bad name, actually.
Yo,
Man
you
said
like that?
youngest-
That's good still, innit? Vibe
Man
City
said youngest
TV.
Flawless. You ain't that old, broski. Nah, I'm not.
I mean,
I'm not that old in terms of when it's just age, but I'm talking in football in terms. 5 or 6 years is massive.
yeah,
I
Like,
know how old you are.
is a bit,
Like,
you know.
Like the way Ryan talks about football sometimes is just wild to me, but then I remember his age. And when he turns around and says, I started watching football in 08, it's like missing
07.
5-6 years, or 07. That's why when he said what he said,
Yeah.
he's never seen Zidane. So when he's like, Ronaldo's Juventus' greatest ever player, I'm like,
No,
Put your research.
I'm not even getting into that again. There's a reason why I said it still.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
is
It's
you
like
don't see it.
saying
You know what?
Ronaldo could join
Saying
Liverpool at 60 years old, do nothing, but yet he's actually still the best player that's ever played for Liverpool because it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
I get what you're saying, but
someone said that the other day, like about how like a lot of people that are like 21 will be talking about Ronaldo at Man United, but it's
Yep.
like when Ronaldo joined Man United, I was in high school because I remember him moving to near where I lived. Like I remember that, but
Yeah.
It was like your neighbor on your street, but we moved.
Nah.
In that gated community.
You
The gated
know
was, man.
community.
She pointing out bins and just seeing Cristiano and that, just hating on him. But
Through the
We moved.
gates, bro. She's seen it
Like,
through the
but my
gates, innit?
brother, who's
Buzzing,
the same
pressing the
age,
buzzer to get in, innit?
Yeah,
Nah.
go on, man.
but
The
my
gated
brother,
community,
who's
you
the same age as Ryan, was a very small child at that stage. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like
You calling me a small child? I'm 21.
nah,
That's what
I'm
it
saying when Ronaldo was first at United, because I was quite young when Ronaldo joined
Yeah.
United, because Ronaldo's 5 years older than me.
How old was I? When did Ronaldo join United again? First time?
Like-
Was it 2003? 2000?
Yeah, it's like all three.
Yeah,
Man, I was
I
3
started
years
high school
old.
in
still.
2002.
See what I'm
and
saying?
I was in like
And
year
again,
I
8.
was 3 years old.
This is why I don't get into it.
You
with
see what
people.
Tox has put?
Yeah, we'll get to it. This is why I don't
We're
get
not
into it. with
new.
people.
I've never met Ronaldo. You know, I've never seen him. Never
Sure.
seen him at
All
all.
right, okay.
Never.
She was washing up
I
at the sink and
haven't,
seeing
I
him
haven't.
walking
Yeah.
past when we moved. Like we were
They were
saying
racing
anyway.
each other in their Ferraris, innit? Into the
This is
gated
why I don't get
community.
This is exactly why I don't get into it with people on Twitter, because you don't know people's ages. How are you telling me something you didn't witness and I
Yeah,
witnessed?
it's true. It's true.
You're telling me about things like I even see shout out to Jem. I seen Jem put, I don't know Jem's age, and I seen him put out his all-time Chelsea Premier League 11.
Oh, I
And he
saw
had
that.
Kante, and the 11 was pretty good, but he had Kante over Makaleli. But then I remembered
But then I
his
didn't see
age,
Makaleli
so that it
either.
was his. Yeah, but they named the position after the guy. You know
Yeah,
how
it
good
says
you
a
have
lot
to. It's
still.
called the Makaleli role. That's how good he was. He wasn't the first one to do it. But obviously, because of his age, and that's no shot at Jem, because I don't know how old he is, but I know he's younger. Because not putting Makaleli in an all-time 11 is mad. Kante, as good as Kante is, like I rate Kante very highly. But when I seen it, I was like,
that's just.
yeah,
I think
wild.
that's recency bias, isn't it? When you're
Yes.
watching someone all the time now, obviously you're gonna rate them higher than players that played years
And
ago.
it's when you judge what he's won as a player as well. That's the thing. He won 2 back-to-back titles. Champions League,
like when people
World Cup.
like when people talk about things like that, though. It's like, you know, even when they talk about like Man City all-time 11 of all time, like young people don't put Colin Bell in. Colin Bell is one of the best players ever in this country. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was around at the same time as George Best, and they had like 3 players at City and 3 players at United that were just killing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, people used to go 1 week to Old Trafford and then the next week to Main Road to watch all of them because they were that entertaining. Do you know what I mean? It's like they were around at a similar time. Do you know what I mean? And it's like people wouldn't put him in because they haven't seen him play. Like, I've never seen him play. I've only seen videos. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what? And that's a fair thing. So that's why I always say when people mention certain players to me, if I'm not seeing them play, I'm like, that's unfair of me to judge them because I've not seen them play.
Yeah.
Like the certain United greats, I haven't seen play, so I can't particularly put them in my all-time 11. But if someone older than me goes, they're in, I ain't gonna dispute. Because when you talk,
maybe that's why I always say Luis Suarez for me is the best player at Liverpool have ever had, because I never got to see Dalglish and Rush.
How you should change that is in your lifetime. You should say the ones.
I should say in my life, because he's definitely the best I've seen in my lifetime at Liverpool, 100%.
And no one can't dispute that. Because
but the thing is, why I say it as well, because I've heard a lot of people who are older, like my dad, for example, who saw Dalglish, Rush, and all these guys. He's even said Suarez is probably the best I've ever seen still in terms of quality.
Yeah, it just and some of it is preference as well. Like what goes into it. Anyway. Like, I don't know who my mum's favourite Liverpool player would be.
Your mum's a Liverpool fan, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think she cares too much. But but the thing is, back in the day, like, footballers weren't rich like they are now. So, like, my mum,
they seen down the pub and everything, innit?
Yeah, so she lived down the road to what's his face? It's gone out of my head now.
See, so many footballers you don't even know. And let me just get to this. Bring on Statman Bay. And Statman knows he's got an open invitation over here. That's my guy, but he's in bed, man. I don't understand. Yeah, Young G and that, innit? He's in bed.
He's in the comments.
He's in bed, though, in the comments is what I'm saying. He's lying in bed. He's tucked up in bed, hot chocolate and all them things there. Glasses off. Large on my guy Statman Baines, though.
The dressing gown on.
Dressing gown. Nice pajamas, man. His Ronaldo pajamas. How am I bullying him? That's what he is. He's there in his Ronaldo PJs. You know what I'm saying? Large up.
With his Ronaldo pillow. Ronaldo bed sheets.
You said Ronaldo. You
said Ronaldo alarm clock next to him.
Where is this? I never said this. You know what I'm saying? And I am going to get on.
Did you say that?
Ronaldo. Did I? No, I didn't say that. Because they're not talking about football. They're talking about legacy. People forget that Rooney put in a transfer request twice. Yeah. So people talk snake this, snake that. Remember, he legit just wanted to leave. And City were in for him. He wanted to leave. And at the time he wanted to leave, we should have let him go. Like, I'm like that.
Nah, Jeremiah's putting Antonio Valencia into his lifetime United 11. Nah. Antonio Valencia.
It's Jeremiah. He's the only fan who says
Herrera.
Well, you do.
Nah, I'm sorry. Half of them don't even get in. How old are you? 5?
Yeah, how old are you, Jeremiah? I thought you were like...
Nah, he's 18 going on 6. But stop it, flawless. KJB. He says you...
Valencia, Smalling. Herrera.
Fam, he don't know no better, man. He's a kid. He don't know no better, man. He's like 18. Yeah, he doesn't know any better.
He scored Carrick's goals.
United.
You acting like you're... Ryan, is this your first day here? You spoke to Jeremiah before. You've seen him in the comments. Why
Valencia was shit, bro.
Man said we're going to win the quadruple.
Last season, he said that last season. That's the thing. If he'd have said it this season, I could have understood it a tiny little bit. But
you can't understand it this season. It's just
you started watching football 2016. Fair enough.
That's what I'm saying. You're a kid. You don't know no better. Let me get to this because Don KJB says, "Stop it, flawless. You're not a fortune teller, my G. Allow Ronaldo." Why do people take that as a shot, Ronaldo? I've already said he comes there and he delivers and he scores goals. 100% he'll score goals. What I'm saying is we still don't win anything because the dugout hasn't changed in that.
Nah, man, you're ruining the trouble with Ronaldo. You can't the second best player in the world.
You don't even believe he's the second. You don't even believe he's the second best player in the world. So cut that out. You know what I'm saying?
Niffin's getting
fake accounts.
Lads with the fake nipping accounts. Let's go.
When people making fake accounts of you, you know you've made it. Then
I know you've made it, man.
Right, let me put it on slow mode. I reckon it's nipping himself. I'm not gonna lie, but we move. Lads with nipping. You know what I'm saying? Man hit. Yeah, I'm saying. Lads with nipping.
No, it's not him.
Is it not? Large up
Definitely
Saeed in
not.
the building. Right, star-studded. We got Statman. We got Jeremiah. Tox is in the comments. Saeed's here. Yo, large up everyone who's in the comments.
Where is Tox?
Big up
Tox
to you
better
lot.
get his ass on this Q&A considering this is his shit. You
Ronaldo
better
when
get
he had-
your ass on the show
That was
about
some really good genders last Q&A still last week.
Yo, I agree with this. I bet when Ronaldo moved into Jan's neighborhood, she had the bigger house on the block. You know,
Yeah,
the
he
one that
tried to
behind
buy
the
a
road.
house, didn't it? He
Yeah,
tried to buy a house
100%
still.
of that.
Jan wasn't
Yeah,
having
But
it.
like-
you know what? To
Nah.
be fair, I'm not going to say anything.
Well, Jan's a psycho when it comes to football. Anyway, she probably like punched him up still when he tried to buy a
Definitely.
house. But yeah,
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
No,
I don't-
see,
that's
this
what
is
you're a
recency bias.
psycho.
Stop.
Your words
Wait,
were.
hold up. Let me get to this. It's not called the Kante role because Kante ain't even the best DM in the league. So it's not called the Kante role. This
You
is
think
not what we're
Fabinho's
doing.
better?
Yes.
Well, they're
Fabinho's
different
better
ones,
than
aren't they?
Kante.
Fabinho's more of a
They're different.
6. Kante's a box-to-box, like 8
I
kind
think
of thing.
Fabinho-
Like,
I think
Kante's not technically a DM, is he? Though?
Yeah, but if you
That's
put
nah,
like
he's not. He's destructive. Like he's a destructive
he's
guy.
not.
But Fabinho
Fabinho-
screams.
Fabinho does scream, but I think Fabinho could do Kante's role better than Kante could do Fabinho's role. If you switch them around.
Yeah, because
Fabinho can get across the pitch. And Fabinho's
Kante's
better
not good on the
too.
ball, innit?
He's decent on the
No,
ball.
he's not.
terrible.
He's not like the most technically accomplished on
Yeah.
the ball. Still, like you can press him and get mistakes out of him when he's on the ball.
Yeah, Kante's technically box to box. That's what he is on paper.
He's more. He's got better stamina. He covers the pitch better. But yeah, I don't know. They're two different ones
Yeah,
still.
but we're arguing here, two players at the highest level. Don't get mistaken.
yeah,
When people are
100%.
talking about me going at Ronaldo. I'm not sending for Kante.
You
for
are
his quality.
talking about two
Oh.
of the best midfielders in the
Yeah.
world in terms of their
But if
position.
you're talking box to box, like if
He doesn't do
you're
enough-
talking
if you're
box
saying
to
box
box,
to box,
then
he don't do
you're
enough
putting him
going
in
forward.
conversations with like Yaya Toure, because Yaya
Yeah.
Toure was box to box.
Yeah, he doesn't do enough going forward for me, and that's not
That's
shot
the
him if you're calling
thing.
him
I
box to box.
see Yaya was
That's why I
better.
say. That's why I call him a DM because you don't do enough going forward. Box to
Yeah,
box,
yeah.
you
He
have to
doesn't
do more going
score,
forward.
does he really?
Yeah,
And that's
he's
not
more
shot.
in the team for his defensive work, for the defensive side of the
Yes.
game. You can just say that.
That's the same with Mount as well. Mount is more.
Yeah,
what
but
he
Mount does play further forward. Like he is there for his work rate, but he is there to provide service for the attackers still and to make an impact further up the pitch.
Large up Eddie, he says grown men emotional love a striker. You love to see it. But yeah, like I say, Ronaldo doing, and that's why I tweeted it out, and I wish I kind of didn't, because my mentions were a mess after that, because I fucking melts like Statman and
Oh, you
Stroke.
can't say anything about Ronaldo. You just have to
I
say,
was
"Hey,
praising him
great."
out, wasn't it? I was praising him, and my mentions were still a mess, and I regretted it. As soon as I clicked tweet and I seen Statman pop up and Stroke, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Liverpool fans, I was like, Jesus Christ, this gonna be
What
a
did
long
you call
night.
him?
You know what I'm
What
saying?
did you tweet?
Who's Stroke? A melt. I call you a melt.
No,
Oh,
what
I
did
saw
you-
that
Statman.
still. Yeah.
I only tweeted Ronaldo doing Ronaldo things in terms of greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it just turned
shit.
into a-
Yeah.
It just
There's
turned
a
into
goal
mess.
hanging in the 6-yard box. Yeah.
Hey, watch your mouth in it. But as I was saying with Ronaldo,
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
he became the leading goal scorer of all time at international level. He's a quality baller again, but what United? No one can answer me that question. Everyone's just living off hopes and dreams and feelings. Like Statman.
Sentiment's
Hella
taken over
sentiment.
Manchester
Nah,
United.
you
for
are
years
this.
now.
Flawless
Let's
don't hate
do it.
Ronaldo until they don't win the treble as expected, and
Alright,
then he'll
less
be.
of that. She don't speak for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
And
right.
you know what?
Treble.
I'm tired of Chelsea and City fans doing this shit because you lot both have top quality managers and top quality teams, and no one's saying with their
Listen, yeah.
3K. No,
Listen,
yeah. I've missed that
you
still.
to me.
Listen, yeah.
Let
It's
me
been
finish
time.
it.
Nah,
You can
you
go.
listen to
No.
me.
This is not what it is.
You
This is not what we're doing. This is not what
player
we're
in the
doing.
world, and
Hold
you're
up.
trying
You
to
don't even
act like
believe he's the second
got-
best. Cut the crap. Cut the crap. You
No,
don't
I
even
do,
think
I
he's the second best. No, you
Second
don't.
best. Messi's
You
the
don't think he's
best,
the
the
second
best,
best.
and
Whatever,
he's the
innit?
second best. I think he is.
Whatever I'm
He
saying.
is.
How come? Let's
So,
talk about your team. Are you lot winning the league this season?
Well, we would, but you know, you bought
No.
Ronaldo.
Don't give me the well. We would. No.
It's
Are you not
whatever.
winning the league this season, innit? Now you
I
all
mean-
quiet. When it's me, you got bare chest. Now
No,
you don't
no,
want
no.
to say nothing.
Listen, that the thing
I'm
is with
just saying.
City is City
Here we
are
go. Hella
always
you-
expected to win the
Oh,
league. If we
Janssen
don't
coming
win the
in,
league,
man.
we're gonna get trolled.
Here's
That's
the Janssen.
always happened. No, it's not a Janssen. City are expected to win the league
Yeah,
every
100%.
year. That's
I
the
think that's that, though.
standards that we have.
Yes.
If we don't win the league, that's a poor season. That's the
100%.
standards that we have. What I'm
That's
saying
true.
is, with the squad that you have, your standards should be higher.
So do we have a better squad than you lot?
I'd say
Attacking wise, you do.
No. Forget all the attacking wise. Answer the question, innit? Do Manchester
mean-
United have a better squad than Manchester City? Not attacking wise. I'm saying
when
overall.
people
If
do
you could
their
pick one.
combined 11,
No.
they ain't trying
I'm
to
forgetting.
many
I'm
big
forgetting the
players.
people. I'm talking
Yo,
to
answer
you
the
two
question,
Wait.
bro.
I'm talking to use two directly. If you could pick
Oh, yeah,
one
I
of
thought
these
you were
squads, which
asking
one you
her.
picking? Now I'm asking both of you, look.
Which
'cause
squad am I
you're
picking?
kind of unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, slightly. You're the most unbiased one we've got here. I'm
I
tired
think
of
I've
this
got
shit.
the right thing.
Because I don't like either
Don't
of your
block
clubs that much.
Leave it
so
to the
it's
mods.
fine.
Yeah, I know you don't. So Ryan, who has the better squad, Manchester
Personally-
United or Manchester City?
Oh, I don't know, you know.
Why are we acting like this is
Because there's
tough?
certain areas of the squad that are
Forget
that
the
one's
certain
better
areas.
than the other.
Forget
Like,
the certain areas.
I
If you're a
think-
manager,
I
wait.
think
it's hard.
Forget that.
Is
Squad
better.
overall. Whose squad's overall? Whose squad's better?
But it isn't
Manchester
clear.
United's
Clear.
Not clear,
edges
no,
it.
but whose is better? Edges
Manchester
it.
United's edges it.
All right, what about
You can
Chelsea?
argue that.
What about Chelsea?
Chelsea.
I don't know.
Yeah,
know.
you lot
Like,
Chelsea.
smoking something, innit? You lot linked
innit?
up and smoked something before the show, innit? Because I don't know what you lot are talking about.
Nah,
I
it's your
can-
attacking depth is
I
mad
personally
still.
think City have a better squad, but it's not clear. It's not like if you
I never-
told me Man United, I'm not going to really argue against it. I think we have players that are better than yours. I think
We
De
have the better
Bruyne
squad.
is better than most players in the league, to be honest.
Forget
And
the
then we
combined
have a
11.
decent defense in terms of centre backs, but you bought Varane, so Varane is
you-
good.
You see this, people?
So
People talk
it's-
about United at Ronaldo.
All
This is the
people are at
Premier
edge.
Thing is, you have got decent players. It's just that Ollie don't like Van der Beek's still there, but you forget he is
Forget-
because of Ollie,
yeah.
innit?
Forget the manager. That's why I said
Yeah.
squad solely and that. This is not what we're
Yeah,
doing.
but
Manchester
I say
United,
attacking wise, obviously you have actual strikers. We don't have strikers. You've
Their
got
attacking depth is clear of yours,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
midfield is
You've got-
yours
you've
better.
got more. I'd say wingers wise, we've got more wingers now.
Nah, I
Because
say
Ronaldo-
they have.
Yeah.
Rashford,
Ronaldo
Sancho.
was-
you see how this turned out, people? Man only asked a simple question, you know.
Well,
You know
they
what I'm
sold their
saying?
best
Watch
winger,
this,
Dan
people.
James,
Notice
so
that.
yeah,
Premier
I
League
don't know.
defending champions. A man who said after they beat Norwich, they're going to win the league. Notice the difference in that.
And on
No,
They're
midfield,
winning the league, man. Don't worry, innit?
Yes, I'd say.
Your squad is better than ours. I don't even think it's a dispute. Chelsea's
I
squad
think
is
it's
better
very
than
close. I
Why
think
better
it's
left
very,
back
very
than us?
close.
Nah,
I really rate Zinchenko, but Shaw is a better left back.
Yeah,
Shaw's
you've got
a
two
left
quality left backs there as well.
And then
Forget-
we've got, and then the
you lot
right
are
back,
breaking it
we've
down
got a better
individually.
right back. Cancelo's
You
better.
lot are
than-
breaking it down individually. The only question I asked is if you could pick one squad, which one are you picking?
It's so close, man.
Which one are you
Oh,
picking? You
so
can pick a
close.
squad to manage in the Premier League this season. Are you picking Manchester United?
I'm
squad or
picking Manchester
City?
United, you know.
You on drugs.
I'm
Alright,
picking
what you
Manchester
saying?
United.
Yeah, you defo on drugs. Yeah, go on. What are you saying, Jan?
I
You can
pick
pick
City, but I've got a preference to City because I watch City. So that's
Forget
why.
that individual. Alright, you could pick Chelsea's or United. Who you picking?
That's
I'm
one of them.
picking
as
Chelsea.
well.
I'll pick Chelsea
I'd
for
say
that. Yeah.
You
Chelsea
lot
are
are
more
I'm picking
all-rounded.
Chelsea ahead of United. I think Chelsea had the best squad in the league for me.
You lot are on-
Chelsea
yeah,
are
you lot
more
are on drugs.
well-rounded. They've got depth in every position.
Especially after bringing Saul Niguez in. Like,
Right.
Chelsea have got the best for me still. I can't lie.
Just
Chelsea
be stat, man.
they have a player for each position that's naturally that player.
And you're
City
talking
have
quality players as
a
well.
makeshift left back who is good, don't get me wrong, but he is a makeshift left back. And we don't have a striker. So it has to be Chelsea based on that. But this is what I'm saying. Like, if City don't win the league this season, then it will be because we didn't buy a striker. Like, it will be obvious that that's why. Do you know what I mean? Because Chelsea have strengthened, Man United has strengthened, and City and Liverpool have pretty much stood still. Don't get me wrong, City have strengthened with Grealish.
I mean,
But
you
we've
already had a
lost
much better squad than us anyway. We just don't have a squad
You know
in
this
it.
conversation lets me know, people. We need to start drug testing people at Sarcasm City TV because this is wild. But large up Statman who says helping your Twitter grow. Yeah, man,
wild.
Statman, I clocked the pattern in it. It's wild. Of course, it's wild. You know what I'm saying?
I still
You
think
have
we'll
an
win the
option-
league this season, though.
You have an option to pick a City squad or United squad. You're going with Cities. It's not
I
even a
don't know,
dispute.
man.
I
Though.
would.
That's the thing.
I would, but it's not
Of course
like
you are.
it's not one of it's
I don't
not one of
know.
them.
It's that
Well,
close.
you
There's not a lot
want
in it
It's
at
not that
all.
close.
You would expect United to win the league, innit?
Squad wise is not in it. You know
No,
what I'm
but
saying?
let's go
Everton-
through it, right?
All right, so go on. We'll do the combined 11 then. Combined 11.
Okay,
which
We're
let's
one-
talking
around
squads, though.
to it.
Combined 11. Edison going goal, then fine.
All right, that's
Yeah,
what-
Edison, Cancelo.
Right back,
Yeah.
João Cancelo.
yeah.
Centre back, Diaz and Varane.
Yeah,
Okay.
Left back, Shaw.
Mhm.
yeah.
Centre
that's
mids,
three,
Pogba.
And then 3-2 to City.
KDB's got to
Fernandinho.
go in still.
Fernandinho, KDB, Pogba.
Yeah. And up
Yeah.
front, Ronaldo,
5-4.
Sancho, Greenwood.
5-4.
All these ones, man.
go.
Your attacking depth is so unreal.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't ask specifically attack him depth. I'm saying in general.
You put
Squad-wise,
Ronaldo in.
that squad is more
Ronaldo
balanced.
goes in.
That squad is more
You
balanced.
put
than-
Mahrez in on the right.
This is debate.
Yeah, put Mahrez on the right.
And then outside of that, when it goes, and then let's go to the bench because that's the squad thing. They wash it. City wash United on the bench.
I don't know if they wash you on squad wise though.
On the bench, they do.
Look, on the bench, you've got Tellers on. You got Delo. You've got thingy. You got Cavani, Rashford, Martial, Greenwood. You know all these guys.
Attacking players. I'm talking midfield.
Even Fred. Like people get onto Fred. Fred's not a bad squad player at all.
To be fair, in the DM,
you've got Van de Beek, Bruno.
You've got Matt Fred. I would put Rodri and Fernandinho over them. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, it's not like you're taking out Amara. Yeah, but it's not like you're swapping Mahrez for Dan James. You'd be swapping Mahrez.
Dan James gone anyway.
Not like not a proper decline. Do you know what I mean?
They've got the better starting 11, but in terms of squads, there's not a lot in it. The depth you've got is unreal.
Theirs is better, though, is what I'm saying.
Our midfield is better, definitely.
Their midfield is better. I agree. Their midfield washes yours.
Their 11's better. Their squad's better.
But it's not like.
I'm not saying it's clear. I'm just saying better.
You know what I mean?
I don't think one's clearer than the other. I think it's literally either way. It's like that for me.
I wouldn't go. It's that close. There's a distance between the two. Yeah, you lot. I don't know what you lot are talking about still. But large up stat, man, I see you in it. Everyone being on there, some crazy. Yeah, notorious FAT. My head is gone in that. This is not what we're doing in that. This is not what we're doing. My head is gone.
Hey, anyway, so about that treble, when do you reckon we'll have the league wrapped up by?
Yeah. Todd says the squads are even player for player. City have a better team. City have no striker. We have no DM. It's even. The difference is the managers. I agree. The difference is
they ain't got left back either.
You know what I'm saying? But if you pick in squad for squad, everyone's going with Cities. No one said United. None of you two have said United. No one in the comments has said
United. Do you know what it is with City? I think our squad as well. Is it's proven? Because I think if this City squad had not won anything, I think people would be saying they're not that good because they've not won anything, if that makes sense. Because I think people would be saying if City were good, they would have won the league, that sort of thing. Whereas because we've won the league with these players are proven in it. So I think that's what it is. But it's one of them. It's like, I don't know. There's a lot of teams in the league this year. This
is why I went and said for my guy and that. Did you ask him the meaning of life or which squad is better? No, it's that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. City have a better squad and a better 11 and a better manager. Therefore, they should finish above us. Chelsea the same. Therefore, they should finish above us. Conversation over. Liverpool have a better 11 and a better manager. So therefore,
what
they
do
should
you think?
finish above us.
Fourth, then?
I've said from the jump, you know me. I've said we finished fourth. I've said
you can't have Cristiano Ronaldo finishing fourth. He's not going to accept that.
No, I didn't say that's a whole nother conversation. I never said Ronaldo will accept that. If you ask me where we're finishing fourth. Like I said, City have a better 11, they have a better manager, and they have a better squad. The squad thing is closer, but I don't think it's clear. But City definitely is defined like they have a better squad. I would say it's not miles down, but it's better.
I think this season, because like with City, like I've said from the beginning, like it is harder to retain. That's why, like, if City didn't win it last season, I would be saying now I think City will win it. But because we've just won it, it's one of them where I feel like the players will be so gutted about the Champions League, they'll have one eye on the Champions League. So I think, don't get me wrong, they will still try and win the league because we do every season. But I don't think City players would be really gutted if they didn't win the league. I don't think they'd be like really upset. Chelsea, the next step after winning the Champions League is to win the league. So I think Chelsea will really want to win the league. And then the individual talent in your squad will want to win the league because they'll think we've got Cristiano Ronaldo. Varane is used to like competing for the league, whether they win it or not. Because I think Real Madrid were quite close to Atletico Madrid. Wasn't like they weren't clear. I think it was only 2 points or something like that in it.
I think he's won it. He's won the league 3 times, I think, with Madrid.
Yeah. But last season it was close because Atletico Madrid only won.
It was final day.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So Real Madrid could have technically won it last year. So he's not going to want to go to United and finish fourth. These sorts of players are not going to want
Yeah,
to
we
finish.
know that. I'm not talking about his mentality, but Soup says it here. We need a DM. Rival fans can't accept that we're not challenging the season, can they? And this is here I'll shut this all down. There hasn't been a team who've won the Premier League without a quality DM.
You should be challenging even
Yeah,
without a
Forget
DM,
that.
though.
Hear what I just said then. There hasn't been a team that has won the Premier League without a quality central midfielder. It's never happened. There's teams who have won it without strikers. There's teams that have won it with poor central defenders. There's no team in the Premier League, in the history of the Premier League, that has won the Premier League without a quality DM.
Well, we
It's
won the
never
Champions
happened.
League and were that close to winning the league, playing Milner, Henderson, Wijnaldum as our midfield three
See
for
that?
most.
See what you just said there? That was the difference. That close. If you have Fabinho, that's
97 points usually does win you a league, though.
It
Like,
didn't
come on.
happen. I think.
But it
3-1
usually,
points, I
come
think-
on, it usually does,
It
innit?
usually
And we won
does,
the
but it
Champions League.
Ifs and buts and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the Champions League. I'm talking specifically the Premier League. And that's my whole point. People are underestimating how important it is in that position. If you take Kante out of that Leicester side, they don't win the league.
But we did. But what you're saying is we did challenge for the league that
You
season.
can challenge. That's a whole different conversation. I never said challenge. I said win. That's the
Do you think
difference.
I don't
Win.
think there's an excuse. I think you
I
should
said
still
win.
be challenging with it.
And
With
that's
the
why
top.
when people say our 11's close to City's, people don't understand how close that how important that DM role is. Midfield is an instrumental to your team. Both
Yeah,
defensively and
Fernandinho
offensively.
is. Yeah, I agree because I used to
don't
think
If
wanna-
Pep and Klopp are in charge of your team, do they challenge this season even without a DM?
Yes, I think they challenge. Yes,
Yeah.
they do. They don't win though, but I think they challenge.
Do you think
yes.
they not win it?
No, I don't think they win it.
who.
If
Nah,
Pep
Ali,
Klopp
eh?
or Tuchel was in charge of United squad, the United challenge, yes. Do we win it? No. Because you're not with that team, unless someone can remind me. The one I can remember is Blackburn, but I'm too young I'm not old enough to remember their team like that. But every other team, the engine room's
when they
important.
won the league.
Yeah, and you were 25, but here we are. But as I was saying anyway, it's like, as I was saying, anyway, people forget how important that is. The last two winners of the Premier League have had no strikers. So that lets you know strikers is not important like that. You can get away without having a goal. And it's not like City lack goal scorers. Like that DM role is
Yeah, we always
important.
score the most goals usually. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. But you can't do it without a DM. But people underestimate the
Yeah,
importance
yeah.
of that
To
role.
be honest, I can't even argue with that because, like I used to say, like when Fernandinho didn't play, we were fucked. We were fucked, man. He was our most
No, but
important.
I still don't think it's an excuse for like Ollie this season not to win it.
There's
That's
no
the thing.
excuse for Ollie because the thing is with Ollie is what someone was saying the other day is that Ollie had a chance to get a DM, didn't, so now he doesn't have an excuse.
Did he have a
Because
chance to get a
you're
DM?
saying now that you won't win the league without a DM, if he thought that, he wouldn't have bought Cristiano.
When did he have a chance to get a DM? When did he have a chance to get a DM?
No, I'm saying this transfer window, he's not bought a DM.
But he had a chance to apparently, and he rejected it.
Well, he's not rejected it, but he didn't go for one, did he? He
Here
went
we
for
go. Let me go to this one.
Ronaldo.
It's just flawless. Sounds like Gary Neville trying to lower expectations. We should finish top 2 with his team, not negotiate.
I agree with
I'm not-
Talk.
No. Here's the thing is, no, we should finish top 2. I'm not lowering the expectations. I'm telling you what I think will happen. We should challenge, but we're not with this manager. Tox, you don't believe we're going to finish top 2 this season. Like, cut
I
it out.
genuinely think if
No
you're
Manchester-
Pep or Klopp, you could genuinely
Yes, but we
win the
don't.
league.
I'm talking
season.
realistically. I've already said I agree with that in terms of we could challenge without this manager. I'm talking about with this manager, with this team, we're not finishing top 2. And no United fan apart from Jeremiah believes this. So why is it wild when I say these things? I'm saying where I think we will finish.
So it's not
Should we-
21
Should
and
we be
24.
competing? Yeah, should we be competing? Absolutely. My point is we're not going to compete with this manager and Tox, and nobody else believes this either. These men don't believe we're going to
Nah,
finish
I
top 2.
believe you'll win the treble.
Yeah, you just be an asshole. But no one believes this. I ain't heard one United fan say, yeah, we're going to finish top 2. Someone say in the comments. I'm putting this out to United
Nah,
fans.
but
in
if
the
you,
comments.
I know the manager's the biggest thing with you, but for me, I still think if a Pep or Klopp was in charge of this United team,
They challenge.
it would not surprise me if you lot won the league at all. Even without a DM, it genuinely would not surprise me.
I agree
I
with
think
that.
Pep thought he didn't need a DM for the bloody Champions League final. And that backfired. So I can't even argue with what Flawless is saying.
But the thing is, in the league, you win the league as well, mostly based on you need to be pamming the lower sides. Against the lower sides, you don't really need like against a Burnley at home who part the bush. You're not in massive need of a DM at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No Manchester United fan believes we're going to win the league. No one under this manager. What you expect,
And you know what?
you think
Like,
should happen with the squad.
you know,
I agree with
'cause-
you, Ryan. We should be challenging with the
Yeah.
squad. I've said that for the longest, but nobody believes that we are going to win the league. Nobody believes we're going to challenge for the league.
I agree, but like,
you know what it is with what confuses me a little bit, right? Is like it's not like Ollie gets nowhere near finals and stuff. Like he's got to like semi-finals and final, like a final in it. So
he got to a Europa League final because he got knocked out of the group.
Yeah, but do you not think if you got to Europa League final with Cristiano Ronaldo, he would win you that game, regardless of who's in charge?
No.
You don't?
It's not. It's easier said than done, to be honest. It's not as if United created much in that game anyway.
That wasn't a
I agree, Niffen. I agree with what Niffen says there.
About CR7 going to get Ollie sacked.
He'll get him sacked.
I hope so. And here the thing is, just look at the Wolves' performance if you think we're going to win the league. That's my point.
You won the game. You cannot get away with that performance.
I believe we're challenging for the league. Jeremiah, all right, let's get into this. Where do we finish? You know what I'm saying? Where do United finish? This is what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to answer that. Where do Manchester United finish in your predictions? As everyone's talking about challenging for the league, but I've heard nobody say we're finishing first or second. Everyone's quiet. Everyone's on this nostalgia shit, and I hate to be that guy, but you lot forced me to be that guy. Don says we're finishing. See, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know. See? Man can't even say it with chest. You know what I'm saying? Man said 2.5.
You know what I will say as well? It's like, because I saw Jeremiah, and I think you'll probably disagree with me, Flores, but like I saw Jeremiah say, but give Ollie massive credit. He's built a very good squad, and he has built a very good squad, but acting like Ollie's some genius who built a great squad. They gave him almost 500 million. If you do not build a good squad with 500 million, like, I don't know what you're on still. Like, the only reason Mourinho and that didn't do that was because they never got that amount of money.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting 500 million to improve a squad. And obviously you're going to improve a squad with 500 million. Give me that. I'll know what to get with 500 million quid. Like, come on, man. That's like Ollie's built a great squad. Man got 500 million to do it, man. That's more than what Pep's got.
And hey, you lot, right? How have we got over 70 people watching and not even 50 likes? This show has been blockbuster from the start. You lot are taking liberties. Hit the like button on the video, innit? Or we all just switching off our cameras like, yeah. Girls up over 50 likes, you know what I'm saying? Do
you think Ollie does last this season? Do you think he will be manager in 1 year? 1 year from now, will he still be manager?
I have no idea, Ryan. You know me. I'm very logical, and I'll always give you an answer.
Because it's such a weird one. It's one that you can't predict what's going to happen.
And let me get to this. Soup saying, hey, United finished second or third this season. This is my point. No confidence. It's second or third. You know what I'm saying? Indepal saying we finish in first. He trolling. One Rovers vlog, who is a very logical guy, says United finished third. See, Z Gold says, I said we finish in third, maybe, but hopeful for the best. This is what I'm saying. It's all hopes and dreams in that. It's all hopes and dreams. Flawless, what would you do if Liverpool won the league this season? Be very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? And that. See, Notorious FAT says third in my opinion. Tuchel and Pep are levels above Klopp. Just doesn't have the squad to challenge.
No, he said a levels above Ollie, and then he said Klopp doesn't have the
squad to challenge. Fair enough. The squad is good enough to come second, but the manager is the issue, which is why we can't call where we'll finish. Replace the manager, and I'm back in the title challenge. Yeah. The latter part of that I agree with. I've said with a top manager we challenge. I've said this. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about with the manager, with the squad. Where do we finish? This is what I'm saying. You can't call where we finish because you know it's not top two, fam. You know it's not top two talks. You know what I'm saying? Also, we don't. This is why nobody wants it. That's why nobody in the comments has said it, apart from Indepal, who's trolling. So I'm not hearing this, we should challenge. And then when I ask for predictions, it's either we finish third or fourth, or it's some manager-ish or something else. How come no Manchester United fan all of a sudden don't want to make predictions? Nobody wants to make predictions now. Dan did the same. Tox did the same here. All of a sudden, Mano wants to make predictions no more. For top four, United don't finish. Let's make a prediction in it. That's what we're all on. That's what we're here for. Sorry, go on, Ryan. Get to it. My bad.
Yeah.
Wait,
sorry,
1 second.
bro.
Yo, name calling in the chat, people. No name calling in the chat.
Yeah, where did this comment go? Oh yeah. Yeah, Black Diamond was saying Klopp spent you know when I said that getting on Twally because I said he spent 500 million, whatever. Like as he's saying, Klopp spent 460 mil though. Well, yeah, Klopp's been there about 3 or 4 years longer than what Ollie's been at United, so obviously he's going to have spent as much, if not more, money because he's been there 3 years longer. Is that not 6 more transfer windows?
He talks already knows he's more than welcome. That's my bro.
He said, "What's me?"
Oh, did he? All right, cool. Calm, fam. I will do that. And Winter Surf. See, this is what I fuck with Winter Surfer. You know what I'm saying? Because man just calls it as he sees it. Man's just a realist. Like, I hate all of this. We can't predict and make accusations. I mean, and make predictions.
You know what, though?
Nah,
This
make
season
predictions,
is
man.
one of them seasons that I couldn't like, if you said to me, put a lot of money on who's going to win the league this season, like, I wouldn't be that confident putting all my money on, like, Chelsea or all my money on Liverpool or all my money on City.
That's your character, though. Wait, no,
like,
that's your character, though. You're a very...
Yeah, but I mean, in general, because, like, say, for example, it's like when we talk about squads, if you take the actual squad, as in everyone's fully fit squad, Liverpool can compete with their squad. Do you know what I mean? So Liverpool are up there.
If we keep our starting 11 fit, then yeah. Not if we have to get injuries, then no.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you have, say you keep all your players fit like you did when you won the league, right?
Then yeah, of course we can. Of course we can win the league if that happens.
But with Klopp, I wouldn't rule out Liverpool. City, like, yeah, we don't have a striker, but if anyone can win the league without a striker, it's going to be Pep. So, so Pep is one of them that can, do a madness when he needs to. And then you've got Tuchel, who's just improved an already fantastic squad. Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily say that Tuchel is definitely going to win it over Klopp and Pep, because I don't know that. I don't know if Pep's going to win it over Tuchel and Klopp. Like, you just don't know. I maybe next year we'll know, but right now,
you never.
For me, I haven't seen anything that makes me think 100% is Chelsea.
You never confident though, yeah. You thought you was going to lose to Arsenal this weekend. You never confident.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I know how good City are. Like, as much as I don't say we're gonna win everything, like, I know that we are capable of it.
Don't KJB, I don't even know what this means. Someone decipher this. My head's gone. Decipher this. We'll go on top. So you telling me, fam, you good?
Hiya, you all right?
I'm blessed,
you're right, man.
Are you finally come back to your show now, Pat?
Say that again.
Are you finally come back to your show?
This is your show now, isn't it? Like, I handed the reins over to you. No, this is your show.
I came on this show to do a show with you, and you ditched me.
You just bullied your way on. You get me? You just popped up one day, innit? So it's like, all right, you're there, innit?
She was like, "This is my bike now, innit?"
Literally.
Yeah, I was coming to join you two, and you just ditched me, innit?
I do that a lot, innit? I'm elusive, innit? I'm sorry.
How do you not know him like you don't know him, innit?
Yeah, for real.
Like. I'm just like, all right, Tox gone Tox, innit? Dennis Rodman, man. For those that I've seen last dance, Tox is Dennis Rodman. Like, they'll come and help you win a ring, but then they'll just dip for like. That's Tox, innit? That's why he's laughing so hard. That is Tox in terms of personality down to a T. Yo.
God.
He's Dennis Rodman down to a T. For those that have seen the last dance, know exactly what I'm talking about. But
that's a shout.
Yeah, it's 100% facts. 100% facts. But yeah, go on. Give us your thoughts on this whole United thing and winning the league and where we should finish, etc.
All right, so the problem is, right, if you replace this manager, I'll tell you exactly where we should finish with this team and a good manager. The problem is always the manager. We just have PTSD and zero confidence in what he's going to do because we've seen him in action for 3 years. So it's like, yeah, you can bring in Ronaldo and all these people, and we know what you should do with all these players, but at the same time, he is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So that's the reason why nobody is going to be able to put an actual number and say, hey, we're going to finish second, we're going to finish third. We don't know. Like, we're all conflicted because we know where we should finish with this team, but we're impacted by the manager that we have, and he's always going to hold us back. So that's the issue, innit? Like, you're asking people to give you a position, and we can't because of the manager, innit? And you know this, innit?
No. It's not a notice. I'm saying be realistic. Stop talking about being futuristic and in a perfect world with a proper manager. We have a squad and we have a manager. So all I'm asking people to do is everything I've done from ages ago. We've had discussions like this for years, as long as we've known each other. Give me where you think this team will finish. And the thing is, nobody, and I've stuck my neck out on the line. I said we finished 4th, 3rd, depending on Liverpool. We're not finishing top 2 with this manager. That's not why. That's not me saying the squad's not good enough. I know this manager's deficiencies, and everybody else knows this manager's deficiencies. That's the problem we have, because Ronaldo's coming back. People are brought up in this nostalgia and emotions.
The manager that finished second in the league.
Emotions.
Final.
You need to shut up. I'm tired of shit, you know. You're way too confused with this United slander, you know. But that's my whole point.
My thing is, my thing is, we shouldn't drop the bar for this guy, in it. You need to keep the bar high because that keeps the pressure on him. We should not accept anything below second place. I don't care how bad the manager is. You got to keep that pressure high on him because when he does flop, he needs to go after this season, innit? If you finish outside of the top 2 and you don't bring in a trophy, and I'm talking Champions League, I'm talking FA Cup or Premiership, if it's not one of those 3 trophies, you got to go in it. I don't care about no
Would
new
an FA Cup
signed.
just be okay, though, if you just won an FA Cup?
I'll take it because we've not won the FA Cup as much as we should have over the years. I think I've seen 2 in like the last 10 to 15 years. We have a terrible record.
We've got a shocking record in FA Cup. That's the only trophy I ain't seen us properly win. Last time we won it's 2006. I was only like 5 years old.
City are terrible in the FA Cup as well.
You just don't win anything, do you?
We got knocked out by
There's only one club that stat pads FA Cups. You know, that's the thing.
Well, we're terrible in the FA Cup. When we play in the FA Cup, I never get excited.
It's because Ryan said shout out to the team stat pad in FA Cups in it.
You know what? You know what? Yeah. Speaking of Arsenal, yeah, just a thingy, quick, segue in it. You know, if they go down in it, they're the only team that could actually go down in some sort of style by like going out of the league with a trophy. Like they could win the FA Cup and legit get relegated. Bro, you got to give credit. Not many teams do that in it. They could go out of the Prem in style, bro. Like you got to give it them still.
It's not happening. They knew manager bounced away to an FA Cup.
Went out the league and won an FA Cup.
Soups, I'm gonna send you. Don't worry, Soups. I'm gonna send you the link. Here's the thing, though, Tox. You're not wrong. I'm not lowering my expectations when I say
got relegated and won the FA Cup against.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was the same season. I'm not saying that. Go on, Jan.
No, I was gonna say City won the league and then got relegated the following season years ago.
Mad
thing.
When was that?
I can't remember now. Years and years ago. Can't remember.
I think Birmingham City won a Carabao Cup the season they got relegated. They beat Arsenal, innit?
Yeah, they did. I remember
that. The last minute when the keeper fucked it.
When Gallas was crying.
It weren't Gallas. It was Koscielny, innit? He fucked it up. Obafemi Martins, innit? He scored the winner.
That was slightly the start of the banter era, like slightly. Yeah. That was like the beginnings of the banter. That was like the big bang of the banter era. That was early.
Yo, I can't wait for the Arsenal-Norwich game, bro. I can't wait for that Arsenal-Norwich game.
I hope Arteta wins, yo. I hope they pipe Norwich.
Bro, I'm doing a watch-along for that because Liverpool aren't playing that day, so I want to do a watch-along for that still. Liverpool playing on the Sunday.
If you want to run it, innit?
I might run that still.
Yeah, just run it.
No, we all got a root for Arteta in this Norwich game just to keep him in the job, because if he loses, they will sack him.
One, innit?
Here's the thing, though. They ain't getting nobody that's good.
Yeah, but are there many that they'll get someone who's better than Arteta though?
Their fans are convinced that they're getting Conte, innit?
They're trying to load of shit though.
We know they're not getting Conte. They don't know that. That's what's great about Arsenal fans. They just in another reality, innit? They don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
They're adamant Conte is coming in.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, Tox, what we were saying about United, I'm not lowering the expectations. I'm saying where I think we will finish. I've wanted this manager gone before. He shouldn't be in the job now. That's my point. I've been Ollie out for the longest. You know what I'm saying? But when I get asked, where do I think we'll finish? I say 4th because of the manager. That's not me accepting that. That's not me saying the squad's not good enough. That's solely on the manager. This guy's not good. That's why.
Yo, Tox, when did you become Ollie out? Because I know when Flawless did, but when did you become Ollie out?
This guy wants to give him a chance this season, and
I've been Ollie out for a long time, bro. I can't remember when it was, but it's been a few years now, innit? It's been a few years.
I'm done.
But with my thing is, it's like it's not a case of giving another chance. It's just like I'm gonna just see what you do, innit? It's like because you ain't going nowhere. You literally just signed another contract. The thing that changes for me is signing Ronaldo. That changes a lot of things for me, innit? Because it's like you just signed another contract. You're not going nowhere. But with Ronaldo coming in, there's now a massive expectation, which should have been there with the window you just had anyway. Yeah. But now with Ronaldo, like that's a different expectation. That's a statement signing. I don't care about his age, innit?
Oh, this made me laugh.
Yeah.
With a surfer, idiot. Man said, yeah, again, Conte. Just Antonio. This is half profit from the Yo, what's such a prick? Oh, geez, sorry, Jan. I know you wanted to get to the Arteta from Duncan.
No, I was just saying it's interesting, isn't it? Because
respond to it.
I'm not saying that that's 100%. Obviously, we would never know. But the thing is I've always said, like, that squad that he's got there is difficult. Like, I honestly think Pep, Klopp, Tuchel would all struggle with the Arsenal team.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be bottom of the league.
I agree.
They would struggle. They're not.
They wouldn't be bottom of the league.
They wouldn't be bottom. I agree. They might be on 0 points, but they wouldn't be on -9.
They wouldn't lose to Brentford on the opening day.
Yeah, you know what? They wouldn't lose to Brentford. It's the fashion in which they lost to Brentford.
Yeah,
I'm not. All that shit. Bringing Rory Delap days back. Fucking hell.
When you lose to a side newly promoted and you're deserving to lose, that's what makes it worse.
Did you see where they were last season as well? These lot were in a relegation battle legit by Christmas.
Yeah, they was, man.
Yeah, they was.
Klopp and Pep aren't having them in that.
Yeah,
definitely not. They got good players as well. Like, yo, I seen a video.
They haven't.
You'd get another manager that can get better out of those players. I seen a video. It was 22 minutes in the City game, and Aubameyang just wasn't closing down. I think the City goalkeeper had the ball.
It was Smith Rowe, wasn't it? He closed it down.
Yeah, and it was just like the camera was just on him for time, and he just refusing to close him down. And it's 22 minutes. If you didn't see the time, you would have thought it was 80 minutes onwards. So it's just that's a manager issue, innit? They're not playing for this manager. Another manager comes in, it will be a different story, innit? This is why Arteta needs to beat Norwich so we can stay where we are, innit?
Because then the thing is, I just love them if they did sack Arteta and they go and get a Big Sam, because that's just them acknowledging that they're in a relegation. If Big Sam's holding up, you get me, the Arsenal shit, they're accepting that you are now in a relegation battle. Like that, they will never live that down. Even the what's it called gives me joke, the Photoshop of it. But if it happens for real, I think Big Sam keeps them up. Serious, swear down. He gets them mid-table.
Yeah, he keeps them up, but by then they're kind of like.
Because it levels.
They should have.
You know, like you can elevate as a club. You can also level down as a club, and that's no disrespect to Big Sam. But you know what you're getting Big Sam in for. You're not getting in Big Sam to go challenge for the top 6 or top 4.
That's why
you're bringing him to steady the shit.
A few years ago.
Yes, and now look at Everton, how they've elevated since then, and then they got Ancelotti, Rafa Benitez, like they're signings of managers.
Sam's a necessary evil at the end of the day.
Yeah, you can't be stubborn in it. Like Arsenal are arrogant, and that's the problem in it. Like you have to understand that you was in a relegation battle at Christmas, in it. Like that really was. Like we was looking at the pictures of the teams around you in it, and it was like, yo, this could go left in it. So for you to be kind of there again, and you have to beat Norwich. Like it's non-negotiable. You have to beat Norwich. Like bro, like it's non-negotiable. Like you have to beat Norwich. Like there's a lot riding on this game, innit? Like
the pressure for this game is gonna be mad for both.
It's a must-win.
It's a must-win. Relegation 6-0 in September. You know, you're 4 games into the.
But do you know why you have to be worried about Arsenal as well?
Go on.
It's like, let's say
I don't
Arsenal,
have to be worried, but go on.
No. If you're an Arsenal fan, think about it, right? Let's say Arsenal in like February or March are still down there in some sort of relegation battle. Yeah. Let's say they are. It's not set in stone. Because think about the pressure that is going to be on Arsenal, innit? Because they are they will be the highest profile club in that relegation battle by a mile. Think about how do the players handle that pressure? That's pressure, man.
That's a valid point. You know what I'm saying? When you're going away to Norwich and that, going to Carrow Road and you're battling to stay.
All the eyes on the world will be on that game.
Rude.
Large up Soups in the building as well from Never for Out. What are you saying?
Yes, flawless. Yeah,
good,
man. Yeah, you know what? I've been locked in. I've just been hearing so much jokes. You lot just running banter FC like it's not going out of fashion. I love it. Love to see it. Long may it continue. Honestly, it's been sensational. So yeah, keep going. Keep going with banter FC.
Yeah,
didn't they spend the most money? Didn't they spend the most money in this window and not improve?
Yeah, like 150 M's.
How you spend 150 M's and go backwards? That might even stand still.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
you
lot
know
You
of
got to
what?
admit, Arteta's made mistakes as well. Jan's
Yeah,
guy
he's made a lot
Arteta's
of
made a load of mistakes.
He's
Man
made a
gave
lot of
Xhaka a new contract with a pay rise, you know.
Yeah, do you know what it is? It's weird about Arsenal, like because Basuma was basically asking to go to Arsenal, and they didn't go for Basuma.
Yeah, them man went with
I'm
50 mil to
taking it
Brighton
too.
and didn't even get the best player.
But then that's what I'm saying. So why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like Ben White,
Arsenal.
he's quite young, isn't he? So he's not the worst signing. But it's
He's
just kind of
shit,
like,
man.
why would you not get Basuma? Because Basuma is the most logical, I would say.
Do you know what? The thing is, Jan, Basuma was the logical choice, but isn't Basuma still at his parent club? Like right now, didn't nobody make any other bids? Literally, it was just Arsenal who were talking about him. So he obviously can't be that good.
Basuma's a baller.
Basuma's good. He is a good player. He's an improvement on Arsenal's team by a mile.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You just have Arsenal logic in it. Like they're the only team that would sign Ben White. Like Ben White is the exact opposite defender of what you've needed for the past 15 years. But here you go with 50 M's to sign him. That's Arsenal logic. Like he's the exact opposite of what you've needed for 15 years. Yeah, so it's just like you just have Arsenal logic with some things. Like you should sign Basuma, that makes sense, but they're Arsenal in it.
Arsenal logic, the Arsenal way.
Arsenal logic, man.
The Arsenal way.
It's the way of Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? The only way.
Why don't we get like? Because if you think about it, like Leicester are really good. Like I understand with City, like when City go for a player, like people just add on zeros to the end in it because like they know we've got money. But it's like surely Arsenal could do what Leicester do in the window. Do you know what I mean? And get these players because the players that Leicester got in.
Incredible.
I'm pretty sure if Arsenal had gone in for them as well, I'm not saying they would have been able to like definitely get all these players, but I think if they offered more than Leicester, because Leicester don't offer that much, if they offer more than Leicester, they might go to Arsenal.
You know what?
I don't know.
Sorry, Anne. Can I just respond to that? Like, you're kind of insinuating that Arsenal have got that special knock. If they, they spend a little bit more, but weren't they going for Maddison? And what's happened there?
But it's not even that.
Them man don't have any European football anymore as well. Like nothing, not even conference league.
It depends where these players come from. Because if you're coming from Man United, you're not going to want to go to a team that doesn't have European football or anything like that. But if you think about some of these players that are coming from abroad, they're not coming from them sorts of teams. So it's like it depends where you're buying from. Like Basuma.
What you mean?
Basuma at Brighton.
Why would you want to play under Arteta right either as well?
Like.
Yo, I'll put it to you like this, yo. William just tore up his contract, bro. When's the last time you seen someone do that, innit? Man tore his contract up, you get me? Like, you don't see that at any other team, so...
Bro, it's crazy. I've never seen a club where their own players hate their own club. Like, Xhaka.
Yeah, like, they got Vim for them, innit?
You know what it is, though?
Maitland-Niles.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's the crazy part.
There you go.
How do you get beat? Facts. How do you get beat 5-0 and that's not the worst thing to happen to you that weekend?
Their players just have disdain for them, innit? Like, look at Xhaka. He's sticking his fingers up at the fans and shit like that, and then gets the captain's armband. That don't happen nowhere else, innit? Like, why the Arsenal players have this vim for Arsenal Football Club, innit? You got man tearing up contracts, writing Instagram posts, telling the fans to fuck off. Like, yo, what is this vim in it? Like, this documentary is gonna reveal a lot in it. I understand now.
All or nothing. I can't wait.
I understand.
When Doozy as well.
Yeah, I understand, bro.
Ozil as well. He's still putting up like little social media posts and like saying
look at
process FC and stuff like that. So
yeah, the Norwich game will just be an episode all by itself for the All for Nothing documentary on Amazon says Winter Surfer. It might be. That might be
still, especially if they don't win.
Oh, if they don't win, Lord have mercy. I can't go back
to
the
change room. Do you think they're not gonna publish it if they really do?
Nah, they have to publish it.
No.
Amazon
it's not down to Arsenal, it's down to Amazon,
have got rights, they can publish it.
And at first, I didn't understand like why they go into Arsenal, but now I get it.
Now I get it. Yeah.
Now I get it in it. Like
it's been like 5 years in the making, though.
Yeah, this is Car Crash TV. It's like Big Brother in it. Like you're gonna go put a camera in the dressing room, and you're just gonna watch in it. And we're all gonna tune
Literally,
in,
yeah.
fam. This is just the Big
Yo,
Brother
fam.
house, innit? This is peak
Fam, we
TV.
doing watch-alongs, fam. We doing watch-alongs. We just need.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, fam.
watch-alongs, recaps, everything.
Serious, Flawless. You're doing that? All or nothing
We
watch-alongs,
watch-alongs.
yeah?
Yeah.
That's a fantastic idea.
Banana. Come on.
100%.
Come on.
I might have to split it into two because everyone I mentioned two goes, yeah, I want in. You know what I'm saying? So we might have to do more than one. You know what I'm saying?
I want in.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, I want in. Everyone's just like, yo, this is gonna be good. Top hit the nail on
These
the
are gonna
head.
be beautiful. These.
It's Big Brother. It is Big Brother, but I like the peak of its powers. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, when millions is tuning in. Like, if Amazon are smart, they're already trying to renew for season 2. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Championship edition.
That would be sick.
Obviously.
Yo, stop laughing. Bro. This guy. Stop laughing. This guy, idiot.
Nah, it would be
You're
great.
right,
It would be
man.
great.
When's it gonna end, Robbie? When is it gonna end?
At the end of the season, those cameras at Arsenal are not getting removed. Put it that way. They're just staying there, innit?
Here's the thing is though, Stroll told me that Arsenal are trying to stop some of the footage coming out with Amazon. So they've been in
But they
talks,
can't
they're trying to
do
stop
that, I
it within
think.
bad. Nah, they're trying to talk. They have talks with him about it, innit? But I'm hoping that contract is bulletproof. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what, Flawless?
Go on.
Listen, I would never try and bring your channel into disrepute or anything like that. But have you heard about other alleged rumors, some funny stuff on Twitter?
We ain't getting into that. I hear what you're
We're
saying.
not getting into it. But I was seeing if you had. That's all.
We would have got into that a few years ago, bro. Flawless has cleaned up his act, innit?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not trying to get demonetized, innit? You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. See,
Yo,
that's why
take the hit on one vid, innit?
That's why I put it the way I put it.
That
I was
might
just
be
like, you know,
more than
have
one
you
vid.
heard?
Hey, you take the hit on one vid, innit? I'll reimburse you, fam. I'll
Nah,
reimburse
do
you.
not take the hit. Never take the hit. Never. It's
take
not
the
worth
hit,
it.
'cause it might be more than that and that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, it's
Exactly.
Like, it is not even worth all them things there. It's all
Larger
crazy.
Arsenal, innit?
Yeah, large of Arsenal. Just for
They give us so much
entertainment,
entertainment, bro. You
Yes.
can't knock them still.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
it continues to
What
give.
would-
And just when you think
Guys,
it can't
what
get
would we
better,
do
it
without
gets better.
Arsenal in our lives?
Serious. Because
I actually don't know what we would do
I
without
always say
Arsenal.
this, they are premium level banter. Like they are banter. You can't get this off the shelf. Like this is custom made. You know what I'm saying? It gets sent to you. You know what I'm saying? Specifically by the banter people. Like that's what the level that Arsenal are at in terms of banter. It's great. And there's always a new story. You know what I'm saying? There's always something going on. It's like Hollyoaks, just hella unnecessary drama.
Yeah, it's
I can
episodic.
actually see myself, Flawless. I can actually see myself being more excited for this Arsenal documentary when it comes out than I was for Fast and Furious 9 coming out. And you remember how gassed I was for that.
Fact. You know what I'm saying? This doc gonna be exceptional. I'm telling you. Like it really is.
Do they release a trailer before or something?
Yeah, because you're gonna see the inner workings of the mess. Like we're all guessing what it's like behind the scenes, but now we get to see it. You know what
Now
I'm
we
saying?
get to see it.
Like,
Now,
it's been
you know what?
too
Like
long.
the reason why
Go
they're
on.
probably trying to block some of it is because if you think about it, like we were saying earlier, certain players don't tolerate losses. Like some players will kind of be like, okay, fine. Others will be kicking off. Like you see it at every club. Like when City did theirs after a loss, you know, some players take it better than others. Like that's just the way it works. But it's like some of their players will be kicking off the back of the losses that have occurred, and especially when they've got 0 points this far in. Like there's going to be people kicking off. So that's probably why they don't want to show it in it.
You know what I really want to see in the documentary? Oh, because there's only been 3 games of the season, I can only go by these 3 games. Is the halftime team talk of the City Arsenal game? Imagine being 3-0 down and down to 10 men. I just really want to see that. What Arteta would have actually said to them at halftime.
Like they're walking in at halftime and Jacques is there, and it's like you just
Jack is there having come out of his shower or something like. Come out of his shower, you know.
Jacques is just like, yeah, it is really.
You know what's
just
annoying though? You know that Man United won't allow them to film. So
yeah, but that's because United didn't have anything to do with the documentary, so they could say to Amazon, "Don't film this." They had the right to.
That's what they said to City. We weren't allowed to film there.
Yeah.
That's why we missed that massive fight.
It wasn't United's documentary. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know, but that would have been. I would have paid money to see that. How are you going to throw? How is Edison going to throw a thing of milk at Mourinho's head like that?
Is that what he did?
I've seen that. Yeah, he dashed milk in Mourinho's face, and then a brawl took place. And like Fernandinho was getting involved, like punching at United players. United players were punching at City players. Great.
Yeah, City is just full of criminals, aren't they? Criminal behaviour.
Yes, mad.
It's assault.
Yeah. I love all that. I love them scraps. So you see that in football and that. Like,
that's what it's supposed to be. It's a Manchester derby. You're not supposed to like each other. What the fuck?
And Zayn is right here, yo. He said the 74 of you lot watching.
We don't advocate violence, by the way, people.
I do.
That's why.
Bottling man, you get me at the Yeti. You know what I'm saying? Just running up.
Yeah, wants all the smoke.
That's why.
But yes, like Zayn said, 74 people watching, only 59 likes. Yo, push the likes up in it. Subscribe to the channel as well, and his road to 4K as well.
She always says she's gonna punch me up, but she never does.
Yeah, I wish she would. You know what I'm
innit?
saying? But we move on.
He says that to me, and then he gives me a hug the minute he sees me.
Yeah, that's fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, Soups is there from Never a Foul. Obviously, Tux is joined as well. You never know who's going to join in. I'm saying, but yo, Soups, give us your thoughts. Obviously, we were discussing United. That's where it started. So your thoughts, Ronaldo coming back, because obviously me and you haven't spoken in a minute. So I don't know any of your thoughts in regards to Ronaldo coming back, where we finish in the league, Oli, etc. Like, give us your thoughts on it.
So obviously, with Ronaldo coming back, I love that. When there was speculation that he might go to City, I was talking in our group chat, talking the hardest, saying
he's a waste man.
Old Trafford. No, I wasn't even saying that. I was saying he's a United legend. He's a United legend. Obviously, we've been claiming him for years, even though we left in like 2008 and stuff. We've been claiming him for years. He's a United legend. If he comes back to OT and I'm there, I'll give him a hero's welcome. I'll still clap him and stuff like that. I was getting corned in the group chat saying that he's a Judas, he's a traitor, he's going to Cities, blah, blah, blah. Then obviously we woke up the next day and we see the best news that obviously that deal's off, like didn't even make a bid. He's coming to Man United. Love it. Absolutely love it. I cannot wait to see him. Do you reckon he's going to start on September 11th?
The talk is, he's going to start against Newcastle. That's where we see him starting. Yeah.
Wicked.
You know, what Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench.
Yeah.
That obviously, yeah. I think he'll start. And what do you think is going to happen with the shirt number fiasco that's going on? Do you think they're going to allow us to have him?
Well, James is gone, so Cavani can take 21. I heard.
Why are you allowed to switch after the season started?
They put in a special request in it, and because it's Ronaldo, it'll get granted in it. So
yeah, it'll get granted.
Ronaldo. Yeah.
So James
CR7 is back.
Yeah? So then you got Cavani will get 21, and then Ronaldo will probably take his 7, and that. You know what I'm saying? So well, back. What are you saying about the season of Soups? What are you telling me about the season? Where we finished? What's your expectations?
My expectations is probably like 2 or 3. We're not challenging for the league this season. I said it in the comments. We need a DM. You said it right. No team has won the league without a solid DM. We haven't got one. We've got CMs that are playing like the DM role. We've got McFred. We've got Matic, who's a good DM, but obviously he's like 105 years old. So we're not going to play him a lot. So the best we can kind of hope for with Oli as well, 2nd or 3rd, and that will be a good season for me.
Right. Who do you have winning the league? What's your prediction? Who you got?
Chelsea or City for me.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm kind of leaning more towards City, but yeah, Chelsea are definitely going to be challenging. So yeah, I think they got it in the bag.
No, fair enough. That's why, like I said, we haven't spoken in a minute, so that's why we thought you'd ask. But yeah, I seen the private chat message. Man responded as well. It's calm, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to chat to you as well, innit? Make sure you lot subscribe to Never a Foul as well, innit? Because they doing bits over there, building their.
Please do like and subscribe to us, but make sure you do like and subscribe to Flawless as well. Sarcasm City TV, great content, great stuff going on. Make sure you do like and subscribe.
Yeah, man, large up. And YG says here, how you feeling about Ansu Fati getting a number 10 shirt due to the last La Liga rule?
He's a baller, man. I love him so much.
You're
a big fan of him. I've not seen enough of him.
I'm such a big pressure. I've watched him play quite a few. He's a baller, bro.
I rarely hear you talk about people like that. So I'm literally
he's good. He's so good.
Barcelona looks so bad as a man for man though at the moment. Like,
for me, the thing is, it's like people are going on about best Barca youngster at Barca, Pedri and all these. For me, Ansu Fati is the best there by a mile, youngster. He's an absolute baller, bro.
I ain't seen enough of him, so
I've seen him play quite a lot. He's 35.
He's been rated for a while here. I think
he had a really bad injury though last season.
Okay.
He had a really bad injury, but he's a proper baller, bro. I love him.
Well, you know what, Flawless? I would love to. I like that. Right, like Ryan saying that, and like people are saying all these comments. You know, I would love to come and debate the downfall of Barcelona because they're looking a shambles right now. Like losing all their players, ain't got no money to pay their players and stuff like that. But I do have to bounce. But you know,
you got bounce. Hold
Yeah,
that thought. I'm
I'm-
gonna bring you on the Agenda FC for that. But go on, carry on.
I will
I'll bring
come
you on
back a little bit later or something, or on another
Yeah,
show,
no problem.
and then we will discuss that to death.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know you're more than welcome to jump back, but specifically the Barcelona thing, man, would love to get you on the Agenda FC to discuss that. Definitely. Well, definitely.
I am there.
100%.
I am there. I'm
100%.
there. But yeah, large up the panel and everything. Have a good show, man. It's been wicked. I'll be watching as well.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
up,
man.
guys.
Yeah,
Big up.
man.
Bless,
Big
bro.
up, man. Much
Safe,
appreciated,
safe.
man. Love
Big up,
it,
Laters,
man.
laters.
You already know my guy, innit? Eddie says the scum are winning the league. Which ones? You know what I'm saying? And I hate them all. Like, pick
The
one.
scum, that's Liverpool, isn't it? Like,
You gotta
so
be.
it's-
Yeah.
the scum is always Liverpool.
Eddie thinks we're winning the league. See, I'm not the only one.
I don't even know
Yeah.
which scum he's talking about. You might
Nah,
have
the
been
You
scum
innit?
is specifically Liverpool. Eddie clarifying it, but I guarantee it's Liverpool.
large up my guy Eddie, man. Large up. You lot
We
continue to
gonna
get your
win the
questions
league.
in as well. But yeah, like we were saying, obviously initially when Tox jumped on, obviously Soup's jumping on as well. I just don't predict anything good with this manager. The squad is there to challenge. It's the manager that's the biggest issue. Go on.
The biggest indictment against Ollie, is the fact that the actual, like, whoever's running the transfers, whether it be Woodward or Murdoch or whatever, like, they actually let him sign the players he wants to sign. And the fact that he feels like he didn't need to sign a defensive midfielder says a lot about him as a manager, innit? Because nobody else would go into a season with the options in centre midfield that we have. So it just says a lot about him as a manager and how he perceives the game. You get me?
Yeah, but rumor has it people was talking about, oh, he wanted a DM, but the board didn't want to give him one, and
Because
like
he wants Rice specifically.
Oh, is it a Rice thing? Is that
He
what
wants
it is?
Rice specifically.
Yeah.
That's
We
it.
got Rice at home.
Yeah, did he not see what happened with Lampard? You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
yo, Ryan lifted his mic up specifically to get that off in it. You wanted to make sure we heard that.
we got
innit?
Rice at home from you.
That's he loves that bar, in it. Man hears
And then
that every
Flawless
day
will
from
say,
this guy.
"You've legit got Rice at home from you."
You do? I legit had Rice before. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. That's what you say.
Rice is
Basmati.
mole,
Was it?
that's
Tell
it,
me
yeah.
it was Basmati, bro.
Yeah, it was Basmati.
That's my guy, you know. Basmati still, yeah. Basmati bangs, bro.
Wow, if you say man said Rice twice today, but we move. But yeah, if it was specifically Rice, even if we did bring in the DM, I think that squad's good enough to challenge. But then I think we don't win because of him. So he's just a problem overall. I just don't
Agreed.
see anything good happening. The most
Ollie
I think we
tax,
can hope
bro.
for this season.
How
is
does
Ollie
Ronaldo
tax
do
is
with
hefty.
Ollie tax? How would Ronaldo look with hefty Ollie tax applied?
Ronaldo's the manager now, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
very
that-
worried about him ruining his
Ronaldo's imposing his own tax on Ollie still.
Yeah, look, like he's literally the manager now, bro.
I'm very worried about that, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very worried. And see, look, I knew this. Yeah, Eddie's my guy. He says, nah, they all scum. I don't want to say their name. 100%.
What does the
agree on
name
that.
begin with?
You know what I'm saying? He said you're
It's an
wrong. You know
L.
what I mean? You're all in that group. You know what I'm saying? And even when it surfaces to me as a Chelsea fan, the scum is any other team. I'm an equal opportunity hater. I love that. He's spreading hate. Equally.
Nah,
I'm not biased. I respect that.
there's different levels of scum in it. Like
Nah,
the
there's-
scum
he's
is
right,
Liverpool.
There's different levels of scum still.
Yeah, the scum is Liverpool.
But then
Man's
you got
United
from like
still, I
City and
can't lie.
Arsenal, you know what I'm saying? Chelsea and there, Leeds, Newcastle, all them teams. You know what I'm saying? I suppose there's a totem pole.
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle. Still
Fair
don't
enough.
like him. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the whole title race. I'm petty in it, the whole title race.
Bro,
thing,
they ain't
and
even
like
win
that.
anything. You beat him every year.
Yeah, we did not. Forget you too young. Don't you remember the Kevin Keegan thing, fam? Have you ever seen
Yeah,
that
I know
interview?
about it, but it's not like they
Yeah.
ever won anything.
Nah, but he was still chatting shit and that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, right, don't forget them
Kevin
things. 'cause they
Keegan
beat
was
5-0
so- I love Kevin Keegan.
because it was 5. Yeah, no surprise you would love Kevin Keegan and that. Enemy, my enemy's
Oh,
my
I
friend.
love
And all
Kevin
that.
Keegan. Oh.
Nah, he managed City for a lot of my
Did he?
Chelsea.
Yeah, he did. He was at City.
He
still.
What
managed
years?
years.
Was it championship years when you're in there?
I can't remember the exact years. Let me find out the exact years.
Jan's childhood was Kevin Keegan as manager, you know. That's mad.
Was Kevin
Not
Keegan?
you.
That's mad.
Let me find out exactly what
Especially
year.
growing up in Kevin Keegan's show at the helm of your club, you know.
2001, 2005.
Ah.
Like, year 6. Year 6.
Oh, that is rough. Yo, imagine you in high school and Kevin Keegan's your manager. That is rough.
Oh,
Year
that is
6.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That is
Year
funny.
9, yeah.
oh,
Tux is a
fuck,
prick, you know. No one else would have said that.
Oh my
Tux is an
God.
idiot, you know. Tux already quick to take shots all the time, you know. Oh, that's why he's an Egypt. Oh my god. Whew. Oh, this guy
Like, my
muted
high school
himself in
years,
that.
my early high school years was Kevin Keegan.
Yo,
and then-
Tox, don't mute yourself in that, fam. Don't do
Not
all
that
that.
one,
This guy's
not that.
hiding and laughing. You know what I'm saying? Tox out here. Don't do that, fam. You know what I'm saying? This guy. Oh, shit. Tox a whole fool in that. Yo, that's what we're here for a minute. We are equal opportunity slander channel. Like, everybody gets it. It doesn't matter if it's United, doesn't matter if it's City, doesn't matter if it's Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Like, some will get it more than most. It doesn't matter individuals. I get slandered. Ryan gets cooked on a regular basis. Jan will get it. Everybody. Yeah, it's only once. Yeah, I know. I don't need to get cooked again. It's mad. Tox is finished laughing finally. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I was laughing. I pulled my headphones out by accident.
Guy, Egypt, yo. It's all mad. Hey, you lot get your questions in as well, people. Like I said, any sport, past or present, you can ask us any question. Emmanuel says, big up the gang. What did I miss? A blockbuster debate at the start that was very entertaining in regards to who out of City, Chelsea, United all have the better squads, where United should finish. Tox ended up jumping on Soups from never a foul jumped on. We laughed at Arsenal, which is just an insert segment here.
Standard,
you know
innit?
you're gonna get that. Yeah, that's just regular every day that ends in white stuff. And what else have we discussed?
it's like we did Agenda FC and Twitch yesterday. The thing was Joel Matip top 5 centre backs. We still got Arsenal slander in there. We legit still got Arsenal slander in there.
Arsenal still got it, yo. And we weren't even discussing any of their centre backs.
No, because it's not like any of the centre backs get close in it. So we legit still got Arsenal slander in there.
Nah, you know whose fault that was? It was Rant's, man. It was Rant's fault because he raided
Oh,
the channel.
raided
The
stream.
Yeah. And then when everyone jumped in, it was like, yo, where's the Arsenal slander?
Yeah, we needed Arsenal slander.
We want.
But let's be honest, we would have done Arsenal slander anyway.
We need no excuse, fam. We slander.
Yeah,
Arsenal
we need
privately.
no excuse.
We don't need that audience. Question flawless, R9 or CR7? If you're talking Brazilian Ronaldo 9, because I can't remember if you're a Chelsea fan or not, definitely Brazilian Ronaldo. I just had to make sure, and it might be Lewis's burner account or something, but big up EA. Brazilian Ronaldo 9, I say this all the time, one of my favorite players of all time, the best number 9 I've ever seen. Them's a striker. Best striker I've ever seen. Like without question. And I've seen top quality strikers, but he was just different. It's just a shame about the injuries that he got. But yeah, he was just different, 100%. Like I say, he got clapped off at Old Trafford. You know how hard that is to do?
Yeah, it was different. He was mad scary.
Yeah. Like,
I think it's hard. I think it's hard to compare him though, because like R9 was an out and out striker. Like he was a striker in it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas CR7's a striker now, but like he didn't spend a lot of his time as just mainly a striker in it. So it's hard to compare him, I think.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. When the server got a question for you, Jan, he says, Jan, which was Keegan's best signing? He said, when the server says, Jan, which was Keegan's best signing?
Best signing?
You got to think back in it. It's a long time ago. Have a think in it.
She just erased that from memory.
Did he sign Robbie Fowler?
I think so. You know what? I can't remember what year it was.
I'm not even joking.
My memory is like,
Why are you smiling?
I think he legit signed Robbie Fowler.
Anelka, that might be a shot. Anelka was sick, you know. I loved him.
Did he sign Anelka?
Everyone signed Anelka, yo. Anelka's a whore, bro. Anelka's a whore, bro.
Everyone signed Anelka, bro.
This is a good one from Daniel, though. He says, if you could take a player... Yeah, Anelka's quality. No disputing that. You know what I'm saying? You lot share this up as well, man. Let's get some more people in there as well, man. If you could take a player from your rival club, who would it be? We'll go to you first, Ryan. So
Pogba.
We'll say, so you take Pogba for your team. Okay. Jan?
Did Goat? I saw Goat came before that. Maybe he didn't. I thought Goat came before that.
That wasn't the question, but okay.
I love
That's
Jan.
100% sure Goat was the best signing.
Jan, if you could take a player from your rival club, who would it be? Toxic dying. Don't give us the
answer, yeah.
Side, man.
Just one play, one name. Just that's all we need. One name.
You don't even hate Liverpool. You know what I mean? You can even pick from Arsenal if you want.
No, yeah.
I said,
Arsenal player. What Arsenal player would you pick?
I don't know, you know. Any
Ryan looked disgusted that I said that, you know.
Pick an Arsenal player.
Who are City's rivals outside the United? Like, do you actually have rivals? It's just
He hates
United.
Spurs. She hates Spurs. So who would you take from Spurs?
Yeah,
I don't
she-
know. They're not City rivals though.
They're not City rivals, but just rivals in general.
City only have United as rivals.
Yeah, we are their main rivals. You telling me no? You won't take anyone from our squad? You taking liberties?
Oh yeah, you're taking liberties if you.
You know how
say
many
you
goals
wouldn't.
Greenwood would score in your team? Cut it out.
You know what Pogba would be like under Pep.
Yeah, you take.
I would take Greenwood.
There we go. I helped you along there. You're welcome, darling. Go on, Tox. What are you saying?
Fabinho.
Clinical, innit? That's what we need.
Yeah, he's different. Fabinho.
It's exactly. It pains because it's them and I hate them.
I saw you tweeting about Fabinho on Saturday still.
You Tox?
Yeah.
What did I say?
I think it might have been. It was like, look at the way Fabinho's bossed it. If only United had Fabinho or something whilst the game was on. You tweet.
Oh yeah, nah, he's different. Just one defensive midfielder that could just boss the midfield. Like he's different.
He's probably our most underrated player. Him and Matip or something. Like he probably doesn't get the
Stop
ratings.
with this Matip shit, bro. Stop with this Matip shit, bro. It's actually stressing me out, yo, Matip, bro.
We running that back on the Gender FC. We don't run that back. Do you know the amount of people?
Well, you think there needs to be another show on it?
Yeah, because people just want to get our youth from. Top said it. Lewis said it. Jan said it. Peter said it.
I seen the tweet promoting it, and I rolled my eyes.
The goal.
I rolled my eyes, like real life, rolled my eyes like this guy, man. And I knew it was you before I even seen your name.
I think everyone knew it was me.
Some Ryan shit, Matip. This guy got roasted just on Sunday, you know.
Yeah, or as Lewis called him.
He wasn't even like proper roasted. Well, all right.
He got roasted twice.
He got banned Tasmanian Devil. I was sat next to the guy that's watching it. And I said,
I know you were because I booked the fucking table.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, was that Matip getting spanned there? She burst out laughing exactly like that. See how Jan just laughed there, head back, mouth open is exactly how she laughed in the place.
Yo, it happened twice though. Like when Mount brought it down and he fouled Mount, he was vexed. It's like you just pissed off because you got spanned like that, innit? Like you acting like you pissed off at the ref, bro. Like,
bro, do you know what these two pricks did as well? Whilst I was at the game, they were texting me in the first half saying, I went down outside. It was like shit service. So I went down concourse at halftime. All I'm seeing is text from these idiots saying, "Oh, your boy Matip's oh, look at your boy Matip. Oh, yeah." I didn't even reply, innit?
You know,
I just aired them still.
We were sat next to each other like, all right, let's do this, innit? Let's get him. I grabbed my phone and straight away from out the pocket. Like, let's go, right in the group chat. Your boy Matip getting spanned.
I just aired
Tasmanian Devil.
Like, and it was when I got out the stadium at the end, I was like, you two could fuck off, honestly.
Yeah, he got spun in like candy floss machine, but we moving that.
It's the fact it was twice though. It's like, what is going on?
No, but legit about Fabinho, like he's so good. Like our record with and without him in midfield, because obviously we played him in centre back a load of times last year. Like when he's in midfield, we literally win every game in the league. Like it's mad.
Yeah,
like, our record with him in midfield is just a madness.
He wanted to come United, and we just didn't move.
Yeah,
how much did you buy him for? Like 40 mil.
Ridiculous, yo.
He actually come out and said he wanted to go United.
And we just
but Monaco got raided that year.
Yeah, they did. And Chelsea got back.
Fabinho actually came the year after.
Yeah.
Oh,
they would have still let him go.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, because everyone landed in Manchester. Everyone was celebrating from Man United, and then he turned up at City. But
Monaco, thing is with Monaco is they let all Bernardo Silva, Mbappe, Bakayoko, Mendy, all this. They all left in like one window. Fabinho actually stayed one more year and left the year after.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. But we lost Champions League final, the first one.
All you have to do is put money down. They would have let him go as well. But it's just that's just the United thing.
Is that when you had Mourinho in charge? I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I've done what Jan did with the Kevin
Maybe
Keegan
Mourinho came the same year as Mendy then.
Because you signed Mendy a year earlier. We got Fabinho in summer 2018.
Oh, did they come in the same window? Oh, okay.
No, they didn't.
No, I'm talking about Mendy and Bernardo.
Oh right, yeah, they did. I'm
Elijah Lewis, who yesterday called Joe Matip Joe Q-Tip. We was dying.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis.
I see what he means.
Lewis is hilarious, yo. I don't care for you, Lewis. Notorious FAT says is Lewandowski top 5 strikers of all time. For me, no, but he's still a top quality striker. Like, don't get him mistaken. And he's still like one of the best like of his era. Ridiculous.
He's top 20. I'm not going top 5.
Yeah, of all time, yeah. Because that's
He's
an elite
definitely
list.
top 20.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a different.
like
The
top
top 5 is
five.
mad.
Because there's some quality players who probably don't make it. Because it depends on what area you're talking from as
Does
well.
Henry make it?
Yeah, I think you have to put Henry in.
For me, yeah.
I think you have to. But then the Skeng man, so you got Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, Henry. Who else makes it? I don't know. See what I'm saying? Who's this? Who?
Pally.
Who?
Pally.
Who's Pally?
Pally.
What?
Oh, who? What are you all right? What are you drinking?
That's
an
an accent, innit? That's that Cheshire accent.
Yeah, serious. I have no idea what you just said to me then, innit? That's why I was like, huh? I was hella confused. Of all time, it's like, yo, there's too many Skeng men. There's too many. I don't know what Jan's drinking in there, and I don't know what's going on.
She's like she had an edible or something, innit?
Yeah. The sugar levels went to her head and that. It's the sugar levels. Look at that slush puppy. Yeah, pink bubble gum, sugar levels and that went to her head.
He's so weird, man.
Nice.
Jan's great, you know. I love Jan, you know.
She's on. She's
You know
on
what? It's mad, yeah. When I spell my name out, yeah, everyone's like, they don't. Like at work, if I answer the phone and I say like the name of the company, like people think my name is Emma. And I'm like, my name is not Emma. They think that Yannicka sounds like Emma. That's how like
go to bed, yeah. Go to bed. You're just talking a load of waffle at the moment. You're just talking a load of shit at the moment. Go to bed, innit? What am I hearing here?
Yanni's lost the plot of that. But all right, let's get this show back on the road, innit? Or some form of road. This is Sarcasm TV, people.
I don't understand my accent. How does that make me lose the plot?
Because we don't know what you just said for the past 5 minutes.
I think it's time for bed, darling.
Yeah. I think it is. I agree with Ryan. But
yeah,
we
like to go to bed because you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we have no idea what you're.
We have no idea what you're talking.
Who's the one player that stood out the most in the first 3 games? Obviously, from a United perspective, Greenwood is the one. So we'll do it. Teams. Who stood out for you, Ryan? From your team, specifically in the first 3 games that you've noticed him for, he's been good.
Him.
Oh, cute Joe Q-tip. All right, cool. Jan, for you lot, you stood out.
Gabby, of course. Been on fire.
Toxie actually has been good, but he's played 2
teams.
He has
been all right.
He's played 2 out of his 3 games have been teams 19th and 20th, but we moved.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's a bit.
Yeah. It can only be Greenwood in it. I want to say someone else just because like Greenwood's the easy option, but it's Greenwood.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And yeah, when the surfer, I don't know what. Yeah,
I think we need more than subtitles for what she was saying.
Yeah, flawless question. R9 or Henry? I told you, man. Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, best striker I've ever seen in that. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be him over everyone in terms.
Make sure you say Ronaldo because next minute they'll be saying you were saying that Ronaldo is better than. I mean, Lukaku is better than.
That's why I said Brazilian Ronaldo. Cause I know what he's not like. That's why I specifically said Brazilian Ronaldo.
Like Flo said that Lukaku was better than
Ronaldo. And then they'll clip it and go, watch this. You know, and they clicks, running agendas and that. Brush says Romario, Roberto Baggio, Vieira, Crespo, Shevchenko, Raul, Batistuta. The list continues. That's what I'm saying. And look at the list that you just named there.
Yeah, now Shevchenko, you got to take Shevchenko off there.
Yeah, because you're thinking of Shevchenko at Chelsea. Shevchenko at AC Milan's a skeng man.
Oh yeah, he was a skeng man, but like if you come over to another country and you totally flop, like nah. Yeah, in that Chelsea side as well, like that goes against you, innit? When we're talking about the greats, like nah.
Yeah, I suppose. But everyone has a black mark against them, though.
Not that type of black mark when you in your prime. Like R9, for example, he started having injury issues and whatnot. So it's like black marks later in your career. Yeah, Shevchenko was in his prime and came to Chelsea and flopped. Yeah, he wasn't in his 30s or anything. He was in his mid-late 20s.
I can't even remember. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Joe. Right, Crespo's another one though. Even though he didn't work for him at Chelsea, he's still a skeng man.
Yeah, but that goes against you.
Nah, I'm saying you still go there when you have the majority. I look at a majority career wise. I can't remember how long he was at. How long Crespo was at Chelsea, but the Chelsea fans don't know. I can't remember. Same with Shevchenko.
He was there for at least 3 years.
Like that. I can't even remember. I'm literally gonna check.
It was at least 3 years.
Well, we was all gonna me personally, I don't. I'm just like, yo, what was you like? Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, Chevron Milan in his prime was a bad man. He was 30 by the time he moved to Chelsea. Jose didn't want him, and Abramovich signing. Yeah, that's well known. That is well
That's
known.
not
100%.
true. Someone check his age, innit? Because I'm pretty sure he was in his mid.
I can't remember his age, but I know Mourinho didn't want him. He's right about that. It wasn't Abramovich signed because that was the.
Did Mourinho not want him?
No, Mourinho didn't want him. And then that was
Check
the
your
beginning
mouth comment below.
you know, like, yeah, you man are wild and that. Adriano could have been. Yes, it's all mad. I'm gonna check now from. Hold up. Use some. I forgot that he's managing Ukraine.
Daniel Sturridge, what could have been, man?
Yeah, so he was at Chelsea for 3 years. He was there from 06 to 09. But I can't do the maths because he's now. Come on, I can't do the fucking maths about what he was in 2006. No, he's 44 now. So how if you're 44, how old are you in 2006?
Yeah, and do the maths.
Even with your high self, you're probably the best to do it because it's not me and it's not Tux. It's definitely.
Yeah, not a private tutor and all that.
Yeah.
It's definitely not me.
All right, do
He's
it then,
44
mathematician.
now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 44 now.
What's the sum?
Right, both of you can do this math question for both of you. So, right, he's 44 now. We're in the year 2021. How old was he in 2006?
29? 29?
You just seen that in the chat.
No, I legit didn't.
Right though, I think I was 15.
Yeah, with the server said it. So he
I
said he's
legit
29.
didn't.
It's like 15 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
All right, you in your prime then, innit? Like, no, I'm not having that.
I have no idea. Don KJB says Batty Stewart was
Right.
unbelievable.
29.
Yes, Batty Stewart gets in mine. 100%. Batty Stewart, Henry, Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, other two slots.
I can't wait for Ferran Torres to get in these conversations.
Sure, man.
Conversations. The math question. What the math question when we're trying to figure out what he is?
The
Who's not
best
City?
striker ever. It's
But
coming.
where
Ferran
at City,
Torres is
it's
hella
a possibility.
overrated.
At City, it's a possibility still. You can
He's
easily
not
the
that good
conversation.
though, is he? Really?
You got Aguero, Sean Golter. Ferran Torres can go in that conversation.
I love that.
Sean Golter, you know.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Feed it to the goat, man. He
whatever
will
we
score.
do.
Sean Golter. Look at City's heritage, fam. Sean Golter.
Do you rate Mason Mount? Yeah, I do. I think he's a good player. I do.
Nah, I think he's trash.
I think Tux is running his agenda.
I think he's a good player,
That's not
but
an agenda.
people
Everything I
overhype
say
him
you
by
think
saying
is an agenda.
generational
I
talent.
know
and
you're
all
like,
that
he's not
shit.
trash.
He's trash, bro.
You can think
Like,
he's
he
overrated,
is
but he's not trash. He's
He's
not
not
mad.
trash. but
He is
he's not
mad
anything-
trash, bro.
He's not
He's not
anything
trash.
special.
He
I
was
agree with
England's
that.
worst player this whole Euros. Like, he's mad
Yes,
trash.
he was. He was.
He's
bad
not
in
a
the
trash player, but he's not anything special. Chelsea fans do overhype.
He's
Yes,
trash.
They overhype.
That's why I was laughing at Matip, because it's like, yo, you let Mount do that to you, innit? Like, that's mad.
Yeah, like Mount's not trash, but again, I agree with you, Ryan. I don't think
He's not anything special.
These lot. I don't think he has a world class
It's
ceiling.
trash.
No, he doesn't. Foden and Greenwood have miles higher ceilings than him.
I agree with that. I think he's a good player. That's
He's a good player. He's a good player. That's
And I
he's a
think
good
that's
player.
bang average.
He's a good player. That's all it should stay as. He's a good player.
yeah.
I don't even think he's a good player, bro. Like,
This
he's
guy, you know.
bang average.
Nah, he was good for Chelsea last season.
Yo, when the
Fair.
server you saying he gets into United midfield, I think I've got a good chance of getting into United's midfield. That's the bar's not high. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Legit,
never
yeah.
that.
I don't know
You
if
know
he
what I'm
would
saying?
because
Bar's
he's
not
an
high.
8 and you've already got Pogba and Bruno.
I'd rather run with 3 8s and no 6 than see one of our 6s again.
I think at the height of Tom Cleverley's years, his prime at United, I don't see much
mad.
difference between him
All
and
right.
Mount, bro. Yo,
All right.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, bro.
All right, okay.
Mason Mount, yeah,
All
in
right.
2021,
Rodgers
Tom
heard the name Tom
Cleverley.
Cleverley and started laughing.
Okay.
Tox said
Sorry.
he even finished his point. As soon
This
as
is
he
why.
said Tom Cleverley, I was
This is why Tox is when he comes out. It's a special time innit? Because you never know what he's gonna say. and shit
Tom
like this to
Cleverley.
Ryan. Yeah, he's mild. Tox, one thing I'm gonna say to all the people, them, you see when we do the verses, Magnum United, Tox is gonna be on with us because that's what we need. Because that will cause hellfire. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? I'm just letting you know you're coming on
saying.
them. I'm just letting you know, fam, you're on them, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Tom Cleverley had some years, bro, like where he was a good functional player for us. And you get me, like, yo, if Fergie pushed Tom Cleverley higher up the pitch, he's Mason Mount in it. Like, they're the same player, bro.
All right.
The same player.
I'm telling you, they're the same
Yeah,
player.
right.
Innit?
Tox trying, you know.
Fergie didn't like
Mason
number 10s
Cleverley,
or
you know.
people in the hole in it, like, but like, yo, if Fergie would have put him in the 10 position and let him play higher up, he's Mason Mount, bro.
All right. Okay.
With
All right.
the
Yeah, when the surface is not having it. And I know already when the surface is not having it. Yo, fam, if you want a link, let me know in it. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not having it. Yeah. See, he says Tox. I'm not the greatest mount defender, but I'm that close to asking for a link, bro. If you want a link, let me know, man. He is taking, and this is me as a United fan. Even I'm like, yeah, you fucking idiots with that. And that's why this is what Tox does. Tox is hella what? The money Mace is Greenwood. You know what I'm saying? That's the money game. That's the real, not that monopoly money mount as Indiana calls it. That's not what we're doing.
See, look how you talk about him. Like he's just not the guy.
Fam. It's because they compare him to Greenwood, and it's like that's not what we're doing. I'm talking about him over it. Like I think you've gone too far left, and they've gone too far right. That's
I agree.
He's not as bad as you make out, but he's not as great as they make out. I think he's a good player. That's it.
Yeah, but I think that's the problem nowadays because you have a player. You try and say, like, my player's good.
Yes.
And then people start saying they're overrated. Mm-hmm. So then you end up kind of having to, or they say, like, they're shit.
You overcompensate.
So you end up having to overrate them to prove that they're good rather than opposition fans being like, yeah, they're decent. Do you know what I mean? Because if you say to me, like, Greenwood is sick, and I say, yeah, he's quality, the conversation's done. If you say to me, Greenwood's sick, and I say, he's shit, you're then probably going to overrate him to prove a point. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the problem nowadays.
Mason Mount, what's his standout attributes in it? Because I don't see it. Like what? I don't think
he's one of them.
So he's Dan James then, isn't it?
No, he's not Dan James. You know what it is? No. You know what it is? He's one of them. You know what it is? He's not great. I don't think he's great at anything. I think he's good at everything.
He's decent. He's well-rounded.
I think he's good at everything. What attribute does he not have? What attribute is he not good at?
I think in 3 years he's not at Chelsea no more.
No.
I give him 3 years.
No. That's not the question. What attribute is he not good at?
He's got decent first touch. He's a functional player. Like
he's more than a functional
fundamentals player. Well.
He's more than
fundamentals. Well.
He does that. But a lot of players don't do that. That's why I say he's a good player.
He's a
lot of players
functional
don't
player.
have that. There's plenty of players who aren't functional. He's a good player. When you have that, that puts you in that type of category.
Nah, it puts you in the Tom Cleverley. It puts you in the Tom Cleverley category.
Tom Cleverley.
He was a functional player, bro. We got years out of him, bro.
We're talking about Prime D at Watford now. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing nothing there.
Yo, we got years out of him, bro. That's where Mason Mount's gonna end up. I'm telling you, bro.
He'll be better. He'll be at a club. He'll be at a club higher up than
he might be lucky to get out of Watford, bro. I don't rate this guy in it.
You know what I'm saying? You well. What's it?
Be like a Newcastle with Matty Longstaff and that. Like, I don't. Yeah, like I don't see it. I don't see it.
He's like I said. He's good at everything. He's just not great at everything.
And the thing is, if I have this type of opinion about someone, I will pay close attention to you when I do see you play in it to see if I'm wrong before I jump out the window. And I watched him all the Euros, nothing.
Yeah, he's bad at the Euros.
And it's just like,
we can't go off the Euros. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just going off the Euros. Even the game on the weekend, like I just don't see it. I don't see it.
This is not what.
If Toxic boy Lukaku doesn't have the greatest season, he's gonna be blaming Mason Mount for lack of service, isn't he? Like, I can just see that now. You know, I can just see that now.
Well, you know what, yo? When we start seeing Lukaku drop deeper and deeper, that's when you know Mason Mount's not doing his job in it. So if you see that happen, that's a telltale sign.
Yes. And someone said there Mount is a seat at Lingard. Like, nah, I think Lingard's in that bracket in terms of he's a good player as well.
I argue Lingard has better attributes
I wouldn't deny
than
but I think
Mason Mount.
Because I don't think Lingard's great at anything. Lingard has no great attributes.
Lingard's better ball carrier.
I think he's a better player.
I was literally just about to go there. Like Lingard can run through your team at points, innit? Like he's got better tech.
Yeah, he's got better tech.
Again, my point still stands of Lingard isn't great at anything. He has no outstanding.
Mount's in a good system under a good manager.
Yeah. And I think Lingard,
exactly.
As we seen with Lingard, that's the same thing. When we seen it when he went to West Ham in a good system that works for him. Yeah, we got David Moyes, Everton thing. He was Stephen Pienaar. It's the same shit.
But that's where Mount's going to end up.
Player, man.
Again, that's not a shot. When I say that, I'm talking about that's what he was for David Moyes.
I thought Stephen Pienaar was good, man. I can't lie.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I rated Stephen Pienaar too. I'm saying it's the Everton model. He just passed.
But that's your level in it. You're not supposed to be anywhere above that, or you look out of place in it. And that's where Mount should be. See how Lingard went West Ham and ripped it up. Mount would go West Ham, but would not rip it up in it. Like he'd just be there and be functional in it at West Ham.
I think that's a fair point.
I don't think he'd be good. He wouldn't do what Lingard did.
No, because I think Lingard's a better player.
All right, we can agree. We can agree on that.
Yeah.
We can agree on that.
Lingard did that.
Yeah, but I think what
Bro,
he's agreeing with is he's not Mason Mount ain't trash. He's just good.
That's
in
my
it.
point. That's way too harsh in that. Like, and
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think
not trash.
I don't think he's world class. Tox is doing what Ryan has been doing at times. It's kind of like defending rival
For me
players.
and Flawless to agree on something as well is mad.
Yes,
For me
that's
and
how you know
Flawless
things
to agree
wild,
on
innit? Because
something
we
is
don't agree on nothing. So for me and you to be like, yeah, this is out of hand. You know what I'm saying? On a rival player, it's like this is Tox for you. Tox, ladies and gentlemen. You want to see why this channel is how it is? This is the guy that I started this channel with. And
Don't blame me for your shit, bro.
I'm just saying.
Don't blame me for your
Oh,
shit.
your auntie's having more of a sugar, man. She could be chatting a load of shit soon, man. Just a warning, people, innit?
She bet into it as well, like
yeah, no, she's squeezing
there,
it.
like-
She's pretty much had all of it now.
like reading the contents and that, innit? Like, right.
Yeah,
Large of everyone that was locked. You know what I mean? Large of everyone that's locked. You know what I'm saying?
yo, big up the finished article in the comments as
Oh
well.
yeah, large of my gosh is that, man. Big up. You don't
Big up
continue to
Shazad.
get your questions in as well.
This is a good question, you know, Fabinho or Fernandinho. Let's say if they was the same age, I genuinely do not know.
Yeah, if they were the same age, it would be close still.
I don't
Again,
know. Like, I think it's a
it's a
flip of a
preference thing.
coin.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
I agree.
If you prefer destructive, Fernandinho. If you
You know
prefer
what,
the more
Sandro?
screening, Fabinho. Normally
How
I go
old is
with the
Fabinho
destructive
now?
one.
Fabinho's 27, I think.
He's only
So it's
27.
interesting
Yeah.
because Fernandinho didn't join City till he was 27. So his like years in Shakhtar, he was like killing it in Shakhtar. Like Fernandinho is I love Fernandinho. You know.
Lengen's
He
the
came
reason why
to
you
City
can't
late.
the reason
No,
why
I
you can't say
think he
prime.
came to
We
City
don't know
late.
what prime Fabinho is yet.
See, Ryan's on point. This is crazy. You need to come on more often, Tox. You know what I mean? Because Ryan be talking sense when you're about. I think you take the wild stuff. You see that wild shit, yeah? Them wild shots and that, like, right? There's not enough of the ball to go around in it.
Yo, look how
saying? I
Seamus
agree.
Zane's being down there.
But yeah, but I agree with this in terms of we haven't seen Fabinho in his prime yet because he's 27. His
does he
prime's
have a
late.
higher ceiling than Fernandinho?
If he
I
continues,
think he does.
I think he
if he
does.
continues,
Yeah, I
if
do
he
agree.
continues at this rate,
agree.
then yeah, because I think he's been levels while he's been at Liverpool. If he continues
Mm.
there in the next
I think
3,
he has a
4,
high
5
ceiling.
years,
Anyway, we're not
he's
having
at
any
level,
bad
yeah?
comments about
Oh, look at
Fernandinho. Yeah,
We're not
that's-
slandering
We're
Fernandinho.
not. We're saying
We're
he's
not
not bad.
slandering Fernandinho at
We're
all.
not saying
They're
we're just
both
saying
similar in ways as
Yeah.
well, like how they can both slot into centre back if you need them to. Like
Yeah.
they're both very, very, very
They're
good
both
players.
top players. Top
Yeah.
players.
no
Top
fun.
players.
This is literally
Different
a flip of
gravy.
the coin. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're both
Yeah.
quality, like 100%. Ridiculously good. But yeah, I want to see how Fabinho finishes. 'cause
I
he
think
could fall off.
Fabinho's got a better passing range than him.
I think he's better. Yeah, I think he's technically better on the ball. Yes,
Yeah.
I believe that. But then you could argue Fernandinho, like he's talking about Kante, covers the ground better and is
Yeah,
better.
Fernandinho covers
Destructive,
ground
more
better
destructive.
still.
Yeah, but Fabinho's top quality as is
Yeah, he is,
Fernandinho.
man.
They're
He
both.
is,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Saying
I think
says Kante-
Fabinho's got more of a presence as well. Like,
Fair point.
yeah, it's just little stuff like that at the end of the day because they're so close together. In terms, it's just you come to the little little attributes to like try and separate them. Still, it's that
Yeah.
close.
No, it's very close. Zane says, "Can we throw Prime Xhaka for Switzerland there, lads?" Absolutely not, Zane. But, like,
Prime Xhaka. What is Prime Xhaka?
yeah, what is
Xhaka?
Prime Xhaka? Let me know that. You get me?
What's
What
this
is
doing
Prime
this to the
Xhaka?
fans or something? Was that Prime Xhaka?
He was very good at the Euros. He was very good.
He was
Yo,
good at
did
the
you
Euros. I'll give
did
him
you
that.
see his Instagram post after he got sent off,
Yeah.
and then he went off to
Nah.
Switzerland, and he was just there smiling up and that.
Yeah, man, because he's leaving
He
the
can't
top.
wait
It's
for
like,
the
yo, you're
Manchester
taking a
week.
piss a
You
bit,
can't
bro.
blame him.
Nah, you're
He's
taking a
leaving
piss a bit,
relationship, man.
bro.
He's leaving a toxic household, innit? It's kind of like
He's
your
taking
household's
he's
toxic
taking a
and you
little
get to
break,
leave.
innit?
You're gonna be
Haven't-
absolutely
yeah.
gassed. You know what I'm saying? To go, I can just get away from this. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And
It's
yeah, he
mad.
knocked out France, so you get me? Because Xhaka's bar's so low. When he plays average, people overrate him.
It's like man's
His
taking
bars
a
on the
break
floor.
from the annoying wife and has gone to chill with the man then, basically.
Literally, that's what it is.
That's
Literally,
all Xhaka's
spot
done.
on. That's exactly what it is. He's just going to link up with the man's them because he's annoyed about his missus just talking to him too much. Like,
What do you expect? You can't blame the guy. No wonder he's happy.
oh shit, yo. Oh, I laughed a little too hard at that joke. Oh, Mazo. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh shit, yo, you on a roll today, Ryan. Jesus.
Cheers, man.
But yeah, like he was, like I said, because his bar's on the floor. When he plays average, it makes it seem like he's playing amazing. He wasn't amazing at the Euros to me. He was just okay.
He was
But we
good.
don't see okay. Was he? I don't even think he was good. When do we ever see a good Xhaka in the
There was a
Premier
lot
League?
of gas.
Nah, he was good. He was good.
France still.
He
There was a
wasn't
lot
good,
of gas
man.
because they knocked out France.
Yes. And he wasn't even great in that game. No one was talking about Xhaka's performance when they were 3-1 down.
That's true. That's a good point, you know.
Hella reactionary. Nobody on the timeline, anywhere, no live stream was talking about Xhaka's great performance against France when they were 3-1 down.
Bro, Arsenal fans were going to hop onto it, though, weren't they? Xhaka knocking out Pogba.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
like, they were going to hop onto that
and
still.
it's the shamelessness, and I understand that because I
Yeah,
do the
it's
same.
Arsenal,
But because if you got a player who consistently drops 3 out of 10s, if he drops a 6, that's going to seem like a 10.
I think
Whereas
it's
if
just
you
an
have-
achievement for him not to get sent off in the Euros. I think
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Same way if you have a player who's 8, 9 out of 10, if he drops a 6, it's going to look like an absolute terrible game.
Yeah,
People talk.
that's all of our players, isn't it?
Is that to an extent? Because we're just used to players playing at a consistently high level. When you have a game that's not up to that level, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
That's what it is. There's no expectation for Xhaka. If he drops a 5, that's like an 8. What is a good Xhaka?
The friend.
I don't know
Arsenal.
what the Xhaka is.
What's a good Xhaka?
You know what? I heard someone say this is when you know people make excuses for him. Oh, watch him when he has time, when he's given time on the ball. Yeah, any player's gonna look better with time on the ball, bro.
I
Like,
look
what do you
half decent.
expect,
I look half
innit?
decent with time on the ball. I say that all the time. Give me time.
These
on the ball,
people
I'm like
making
a baller.
excuses with Xhaka, man.
I'm saying that's when you find out when real players, if you press them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's when you know. Because if I get pressed, I'm like, yo, tell the defender to kick the ball long. I don't need no press.
you make bread like Messi, honestly.
100%. This is why I'm not playing professional ball. I'm here listening to your crap at 20 to 2 in the morning. But here we are. You know what I'm saying? We move.
Jan's saying going for you today, bro.
She always going for me.
Yeah, he's
She's
done the
just
high and sugar in
less,
it, bless
she's just
her.
less subtle. She's just being like less subtle with it. You know what I'm
Bless her.
saying?
She's like a little kid high in sugar at the moment.
Facts. 100%. Yeah, Xhaka, I don't even know if Xhaka's bang. I don't even know what Xhaka is, but we move.
Yeah, what is Xhaka? Is he like this? I don't know what he is still. DM, AM, deep line playmaker, boxer. I don't even know what he is still.
No. But large of everyone that's locked, yo, we got over 80 of you lot. Everyone smash the like button on the video. Make sure you do that. And subscribe if you're new, man. Road to 4K. Oh, shit, and we're at 80 likes. All right, we need to hit 100 then. We're at 80 likes. We need to hit 100 from you lot. So make that happen. That's sick. Make that happen. Continue to get your questions in as well. Flawless, you're saying what good Xhaka is, but watch when he comes to your club. Who? What club? Is he joining my Saturday league team? I'm saying, Notorious FAT says, Flawless and Talks. If you were City fans, would you embrace the fact that you have oil money? I'll be honest, I would. Here's the thing with that Notorious FAT. I hate the term oil money in terms of it's just lazy. Like, you lot
It is
hear
lazy still,
you hear us. We've been here hour and 45 running jokes, and we're much more creative with our humor. And I think it's a lazy. When I attack City, I don't use the money factor because I don't mind. Obviously, I care that they've got money because it's Manchester City. But if I was a City fan, I'd embrace it. Yes, I want someone to come do the same for us. I'm tired of these, man. I want to be competing and winning trophies and win 3 Premier Leagues in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And win back-to-back Premier Leagues and that. Like, obviously, there's only 3 clubs that have ever done that in the league. So yeah, fully.
Arsenal never won back-to-back, did they?
Nope, they won 2.
Only United, City, and Chelsea.
In Chelsea, yeah. United, City, and Chelsea
in the Premier.
And we did it. We did it multiple times, and we're the only team to 3-peat as well. Well, we move. You move, because I know City, obviously, they're... Wait, nah, you're on 1. You're trying to back-to-back. You've just doubled...
They've just done 1. They're looking to do back-to-back this season.
They do back-to-back again. Yeah. But that's what it is. It's very tough. But yeah, I'd be honest. I'd embrace it, man. I don't care about all the extra shit. What we doing on the pitch. And that ties into my criticism of the whole Ronaldo situation in terms of, all right, it's great. It's a great feeling. It's a great vibe. How does that help us on the pitch? And that's what I'm looking at. Well, yeah, we move. Is what it is. I don't know. When Tox is back, remind me to ask him Notorious FAT. Bring the question back.
Yeah, I'd embrace it. I'd embrace it if it was a City fan, but I don't like it, innit? Like, I don't like it. I just think the ethics of it, I just don't like, innit? I feel like there should be rules and regulations against these things happening. But it just is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jan, your hair looks great at that angle, by the way.
Thanks.
Yo, remember when I pushed Jan's hair back on Saturday?
That was very sweet, man.
That was so sweet of me too. She just gave me some
It
joy.
was. Like it was hella cute, yeah, because you was waved. That's why.
Your
Your hair was
Oh,
in your face.
alcoholic, yeah.
Get me? Your hair.
You're
Your
in the
hair was
bar.
in
I
your
was
face.
sitting next to you.
Yeah,
And
go on.
your hair was like a bit all over, so I pushed it back for you, and I didn't even
That's
get
so
a thank
sweet.
you.
It was
I
like
didn't
it
even
was
get a
hella
thank
cute.
you. You know,
Even I was like, right, that's a sweet gesture.
Flawless
You know what
had
I'm
to
saying?
pressure her to thank.
Yeah, I'm like, say thank you. That was a hella sweet gesture what he did. 'Cause he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you could be on your phone and ignore him as he's talking to you, but it is what it is. Mala guy says it's Champions League more to see how hard she laughed at that, innit? You remember that though, innit? It's Champions League more
I should
difficult to
remember
win
that
than the World Cup. I'd
No,
probably
it's
say
not.
not because you just got less
You only
chances
get
to win
one
the
in a
World Cup.
once every 4 years chance.
There you go. It's one every 4 years, literally. And it depends again on the levels of your clubs. I say this all the time. Like certain
Yeah.
times the Champions League is harder to win than the Premier League, and certain times the Premier League will be harder to win than the Champions League. It depends on the level of the teams going around. Like to me, the Premier League this year is one of the toughest to win because of who you're competing against. The top four is a mazza. Even with Oli Tax, United have all the players they have. City, the defending champions with Pep, Tuchel on the Chelsea Champions Leagues, and then the other team from Merseyside. It's kind of like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of quality. But I think whoever wins it this season has won one of the toughest. And then behind that, you've got Everton. Not Everton. You've got West Ham. You've got Leicester. I don't think there's been a stronger top. There's been a stronger 6, Spurs as well, 7 in the Premier League in a minute. Because the Premier League did fall off at one point in terms of quality. But I think it's getting back up there. What are you saying, Jan?
What?
To this question. Champions League more difficult to win than
It would depend on what team you're in as well. Because if you're in the best team in the world in terms of your country, it's obviously going to be easier to win than it's like we were talking about like Mahrez, like Algeria won't win the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
but then you could say the same for in the Champions League, like a Karabag or an Arsenal if they were in it.
Like you
just know these teams aren't going to win it.
So it depends. So if you play for France or Portugal or a team like that, and then your actual team is Shakhtar Donetsk, obviously it's going to be easier to win the World Cup. But if you know what I mean, than the Champions League. Whereas if you play for Real Madrid and then your home team is Switzerland, it's going to be easier for you to win the Champions League. So I think it does depend on that. But I'd say overall the World Cup is you've got less of a chance.
Yeah, MB says this question is for everybody. What are your favorite trios in years gone by in terms of football?
Trio.
MSN for me. Does he mean attacking trios?
I think you can say attacking trio or midfield trio as well. But he's probably talking attacking trio. But for me, it's
Messi, MSN for me.
Me, Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale, and that's the one for me. That's been my favorite trio in recent times. What are you saying, Jan?
Gabby, Ferran Torres.
Get it. You got it.
I should have fucking said that.
What are you saying, Tux?
Ferdinand, Vidic, and Van der Sar.
That was a great trio still.
Oh, fantastic.
It was a great trio.
Van der Sar, the best goalkeeper we've ever had. It's not close.
Better than Schmeichel?
Yeah, it's not close. Schmeichel went City
Even before that, I agree in terms of ability. I agree with the Van der Sar.
Yeah, he was different, bro.
Yeah,
Van der Sar in his late 30s doing bits.
Great.
I agree.
Sane was a good one for City. I like them.
Anyone with Sane in, man.
Much as it pays me to admit, TMC says Gerard Alonso, Mascherano.
I love that midfield.
That midfield three was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Xabi Alonso, I think he's one of the most disrespected midfielders in the Premier League area.
Should have won a Prem.
Should have won
a Prem.
And then when he left, do you know in his last season we finished second and we should have behind you guys, so we probably should have won it that season. As the season after he left, we finished 7th, so we went from 2nd with him to 7th without him. That's the drop off.
Did you lose Mascherano the same season?
We lost him the season after.
The season after. Okay, fair enough.
That's the effect having Xabi Alonso. When Xabi Alonso left, we went down. That's the effect he had on us.
Kofi says it's De Gea a top 5 keeper again. Now I can't judge
him.
You
can't say that for one game.
It's one world-class save, and it was a world-class save.
It was a very good save, yeah.
I can't say just yet, because he could play against Newcastle and have a meh. So, I don't know. Tux, what are you saying on De Gea?
I did say at the start of the season he's going to be motivated. So hopefully
You did say that.
he's got to continue in this vein for me to say anything about it, innit? But good start.
Yeah, I'm saying, but we'll see. But then again, it's top 5. You saying in the league, like the pool isn't the strongest. Like you take out Edison and Allison.
I mean, even in the last few years, he's probably been top 5 in the league, and it's not really said much.
Yeah, that's why I hate when people use this top. And we had this discussion on the last Q&A when people just, oh, he's good, he's top 5. But if the pool's weak, what does it matter? Like even when we was doing the Joe Matip and we were trying to pick, we were even debating. We were trying to pick the top 10 center backs in the league, and we couldn't even get to 10. We were struggling to name 10, not even to debate, just to name. I think we got to 8.
Yeah,
the
last 2 were a bit dodgy.
Yeah,
we were debating whether to put like Maguire or.
Did Maguire get in? He probably does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Maguire, I think, gets top 10.
So then in a debate, I could be like, well, he's a top 10 centre back in the league.
What about your boy Lindelof?
Who's what? You talking to Tux? Yo, Tux. Talking to you, fam. You reckon Lindelof gets in? He's talking to you.
I also know. He's better than Matip.
Nah, you're right, bro.
I'd take Lindelof over Matip.
Never, man.
Yeah, because he's got his ball playing ability.
Watch when JM32 is lifting the Premier League trophy in May, man.
Nah, that's not.
What, on his feet, on his console? Martin, is he streaming on
Twitch?
Twitch?
On his console,
no, he's doing. Is he streaming on Twitch?
Now, to be fair, when you're in the league, they get a little trophy in it to keep, so you can lift that.
No, is it? You can show armpits that way, yeah? All right, okay. Ah, Jesus. Well, where was I going at? Sorry, that joke took me out. Emmanuel says flawless. Low-key has a De Gea agenda. Very low-key. How do I? He's not had a good season.
De Gea has been very shit over the last
He's not had a good.
years.
All right, so let's get into this Emmanuel in it, because every time you say something to me, I comment back and then you don't say anything. So let's have this conversation in it, because we had this about Sancho and whether we should have signed a winger or a DM on Man United, and then he didn't respond. So let's get into this. De Gea's not had a good season in 3 years. Martial's had 1 bad season and people are ready to get rid of him. Football is a what have you done for me lately sport. So De Gea is going into his 4th season now where he hasn't had a good season, 7 out of 10 or above. And he's the #1 goalkeeper for Manchester United. Why can't I've just had enough. I hope I'm wrong on it, and I hope Tox is right and he's motivated and he becomes the hero of old. I just don't think he has it in him. I don't think he can switch form on and off, but I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
simple as that.
He pulled it in, but I understand, because just the state of how we've been over the last few years with this manager and whatnot. Like, as a fan, I wanted to phone it in it, so I understand like why he's just phoned it in.
Yeah, but we seen him phone it in with Van Gaal.
Say that again.
I said we seen him throw it in with Van Gaal. Van Gaal dropped him. People forget, and people talk attitude problems and stuff. That's an attitude problem.
When Ollie came in, like, he was back on form again, but he see that Ollie ain't the guy, so he phoned it in again, innit? Like, he mentally he ain't the guy. Like, he does fall off mentally.
That's my, and like, you can't do that. You're not a fan. You can't be emotionally invested like I am. You can't do that. You can't. You're a professional.
Especially being a goalkeeper, where if that happens to you, your mistakes will get exposed, like, clearly.
Imagine we all did that as professionals, whatever profession you're in. Never mind being at the top level. You're performing at the highest level for your football. I just want to throw it in because I'm not getting because the team's bad or the manager's bad.
Imagine you're the goalkeeper, yeah, and you're winning player of the season every year because everyone else is trash.
Yeah,
and you're the goalkeeper behind Phil Jones and people like that. Like, you would phone it in, innit? Like, why would you?
I understand the reasoning behind it, but it's like, no, certain goalkeeper. I don't think Van der Sar does. I don't think Schmeichel does. Yes, they played in better teams. I don't think other goalkeepers do that. I don't think Dean Henderson does. And I'm not saying Henderson's better than De Gea. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a mental problem.
Henderson, man.
We should have let him go Madrid. When he wanted to go, when he wanted that big deal, we've made the same mistake Arsenal did with Aubameyang. He's not getting that money anywhere else. We should have let him go.
Facts.
He's not getting 300. Who else is paying him 300k a week?
Or one of them.
Again.
Isn't he one of your highest paid players?
This is my point. One of the highest paid goalkeepers, and is he even top 3?
Yeah. True.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have an agenda in that. I just call it as I see it. If he left, who's getting him? Who's taking him? Say he ain't having him. Is my connection going? If he leaves, who's taking him? Say he ain't taking him. Chelsea ain't taking him. what I'm saying? Liverpool aren't having him. Real Madrid probably ain't taking him over Courtois. Atletico Madrid over Oblak. So that's 5. PSG, Donnarumma,
Not with Donnarumma,
that's 6.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You do
I
buy
don't even
Munich
know
over Neuer, not over Neuer, probably.
7. The 7 teams we just named. And it's not even a conversation. Like if Oblak becomes available, it's a conversation style.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
If Addison or Ellison, if Edison or Allison become available,
Ellison.
yeah, man. At the moment, Paul Merson thing. If one of those two becomes available, it's a conversation. But that's just me, innit? It is what it is. But we move. Lindelof is. I see people say this all the time. Lindelof as a DM, absolutely not. No, I don't get it. He is a good ball. He's good on the ball, but then minus that, like, nah. I'm not with that. Langan Sweet says Laporte or Rafael Varane. I'm gonna say Varane. But that's not of what he's done at United. I'm just saying in general. But I rate Laporte highly. You know what I'm saying?
I love Laporte, you know. I'm glad that
Laporte's
he's
quality.
like in the starting lineup now.
Flawless put these right backs in order. Trent, Wan-Bissaka, Reece James, and Cancelo. That's tough still.
I'd go Cancelo, Trent, Reece James, Wan-Bissaka. That's what I'd go personally.
Go again. Say again.
Cancelo, Trent, Reece James, Wan-Bissaka.
I legit don't know. I'd probably go Cancelo. I'd probably put... Depends what you want. You know what I'm saying? Well,
it's crazy how Cancelo don't start for you at right back, you know. He's so much better than Kyle Walker, man.
He's been playing left back, innit? Because Zinchenko was out, but now Zinchenko is back here.
Yeah, but fuck Kyle Walker, innit? Cancelo's clear of him.
Do you know what? It's weird, though, because when we played that first game against Tottenham, we missed Kyle Walker in that game. Do you know what I mean? So it just depends. I'd rather Cancelo should start every game, innit? But on the left or the right, depending on who we need. Do you know what I mean? If it's a Zinchenko kind of game, then on the right. If it's a Walker kind of game, then on the left.
Yeah, it's gone, Tux. This question is made for you. What are you saying? Because you don't say some wild shit.
Reece James is the worst out of him. I go Cancelo, and it's between Trent and Wan-Bissaka. It depends, like, what you want in it. I want my fullback to defend, so I'm going Wan-Bissaka. But if you pick Trent, I get it in it.
So you got Cancelo, depending on what you want, Trent or Wan-Bissaka, and then Reece James fourth. Fair enough. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't take you long.
You don't rate Reece James that highly?
Nah, not compared to the other 3.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I was just saying,
Reece James is good. You don't rate Reece James. Every time I see him, he looks like a good player still.
He looks a baller still.
I think he's probably a better as a right-sided centre-back, though, than as a wing-back.
Yeah, to be fair, he just plays the wing back, so it is slightly different.
Yeah,
I think he's better as a right-sided centre-back and not a wing-back.
I think Wan-Bissaka would be better as a right-sided centre-back. I think he'd be class.
I agree. I'd love to see that.
It would take away his attacking responsibility at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then we could just play the low right wing-back.
Yeah, he'd be different, but Ollie would never. Yeah, see how simple that is, but Ollie would never.
Yeah, innit? But hey, we can still win the league, innit? Because we got Ronaldo in that. But Emmanuel says, I always reply, you don't put it up, but on De Gea, yes, he's been shaky for a few years, but since last season, he's gotten better. Since he got pressure from Henderson, he was just complacent. My bad if I miss your responses then. And this is what I was saying about Xhaka. He was poor for 2 seasons before last season. He was shocking. So then because he has an average season, he was good. He's not been good in 3 years. He's not had a 7 out of 10 or better season in 3 years. Why are we giving this man this leeway? Let Martial have a poor season this season and people are talking about get rid of him. He's not been good. Like, football don't wait around for you to get good and you to get your head straight in that. You know what I'm saying? See, this is what I'm talking about. He's had 1 bad season, but people are just, all right, with the hair, just give him time. Like, no, why? What's the difference in it? I call it straight, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no biases. I can push my biases to the aside when it comes to these, man. Can't be at Manchester United and not been good in 3 years and expect me to back you.
Martial's had bad season after bad season after bad season after bad season.
I think he's at 1. No, he's at 1.
The only good season I'd say he had was his first season and not last
couple of years ago.
The season before, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so he's had 2 good seasons.
Yeah, he's had
the
2
rest
good seasons.
Been trash.
Nah, he's not been trash.
And he's getting worse.
Nah, he's not being treated right at the
Not being
club at the end of the day.
He's
not
getting
being
worse.
And
There
I
was that
can't-
time where he was on form and he brought in
No.
Alexis Sanchez and he came out of the team when he didn't deserve to.
Yeah, he's under Mourinho and these
He's
man.
just not being treated right at the end of the day.
Yeah, because his ass falls out anytime he's got competition. So now we've got Ronaldo.
Oh, wait.
and-
But wait, you just said with De Gea, his ass would fall out because of the managers we have and stuff like that. Would yours not if you're playing with Dan James and these men? And Pereira and Pereira.
It's
And Phil and Scott McTominay. Come on, fam.
it's two different mindsets. One,
Don't do that.
one gets shook of competition and his ass falls out. The other has had to play behind Phil Jones and Chris Smalling when he was terrible, and have Damian and all these people. We had a goalkeeper win Player of the Season 4 seasons in a row. Do you know how terrible that is?
Yeah, it's shocking, and that's down to the team.
That's disgusting.
That's down to the team and the manager.
4 seasons.
That's the team and the manager, fam. That's the team and the manager. I can't pinpoint one man on that.
You know what I love about Togs? His delivery is hilarious.
Yeah, it's because like yours. That's why. You know what I'm saying?
It's so
Like
funny.
yours. It's the team and the manager. So that's what I'm saying. I've already said Martial's on his last year this season with me, 100%. But I just want everyone to keep the same energy with everybody else. Why does the
I
Gea
think
get a pass
Martial's
for
quality.
Why does the Gea get a pass but Martial doesn't?
I think De Gea has showed levels where it's like
4 years ago, fam.
yeah, but like there was a
4
long
years ago.
no, let me finish. There was a long space of time, yeah, where De Gea, when I was looking at him and like, you're the best goalkeeper in the world, you
And
know.
he was.
It's so close.
But he's not that anymore. It's like your gal being banging. She's not that anymore. She hasn't
But
looked like that
the
in 4
thing
years.
is, Martial,
She's not. It's over. She's not. She don't look like that, man. She's
Yo,
over. This
Todd,
is what I'm saying, man. People don't
would
keep the
you-
same energy in it. One is Martial is one thing, but then De Gea is completely different. He's not been good in 4 years.
It's different. We've got one player that was our only world-class player for a long period of time. He was
True, I
our
agree.
only one,
I agree.
right? And you had another player that has just been potential. He never even came. He was never the bad chick in the first place. You get me? It's like if he was bad, like you might be bad again in it, but like he was never there in the first place.
Should you have sold Martial instead of
No.
Lukaku?
Let me kill. No. Let me kill this. Then
Oh,
he's had
yeah,
a good
for
no. He's had a good.
100%.
He's had a good season more recent than De Gea.
I can agree with that.
So he's
And
been
then he
bad more recent than De Gea, and then he
worse
fell off.
De Gea after
That's what I'm
that.
saying. But De Gea's not been good in 4 years.
Yo, he
So I'm
scored
saying
4
it's one
goals in
rule
the
for
Prem
others.
last season, bro.
And he was terrible last season. He was terrible.
Like
but De Gea's
you
not been
have
good
more,
in 4
you
years.
have more cash with me if you win Player of the Season 4
Yeah,
years.
because
in a
you're
row.
in it. Yeah, because you're in the feelings thing, innit? That was all well and good over
It's
there,
not-
innit?
it's
It's a
not-
feelings
It's
thing,
a
fam.
feelings
It's a
thing.
feelings thing, man. Because it was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Oh, he was nostalgic. And this is the problem. This is why you like the Ronaldo signing. This is the problem.
I like
There's
Ronaldo
no
because
feelings.
why would I not?
That's what I'm saying, though. It's a feelings thing because it doesn't help. It doesn't improve us in terms of winning a trophy.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, cool, fam. Yeah. Calm. Big up Metro25. He says big up from Canada. Love the late shows. Larger for the super chat. Much appreciated, man. You know what I'm saying? Much.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, much clearer now.
All right, boom. It's two totally different things. Yeah, with the Gea, he was world class. There's like he lost form due to just the state that we was in and how we fucked him over. We didn't let him go to Madrid. Like there's a lot of things that happened where he phoned it in totally, but he phoned it in. With Martial don't phone it in. He just don't have it in him. Like it's not a switch. With the Gea, I feel like it's a switch. Like he can be motivated again and get back to his best. You get me? With Martial, I don't see it at all. I don't think he can switch it back on, whereas De Gea can. That's the two different things.
Cool.
It's not
so
a feeling thing.
All right, so we've been waiting on De Gea to do this for 3 years now. So how long do we give him? So if he has a bad season this season, do we get rid of him? So if we had a bad season this season, we get rid of him.
I'd have got rid of him anyway, but that's a different argument, innit? Like,
all right, fair enough then. Fair enough.
I would have got rid of him already, innit? Like, if someone else became available, I'd have got rid of him already, innit? But
I would have got rid of him anyway. Yes, I agree. 100%.
But Martial definitely, he's not. It's a wrap for him, bro. Like, nah, you never even got there in the first place for me to give you a blight on anything. You get me? Like, I can give a player that was world class a blight in it. It's like we know the levels you can get to, and if you get to even 60% of those levels, we're all right with you in it. Whereas Martial, it's like you never even got there in the first place.
I ain't giving you, if you're world class, I ain't giving you a Bly for 3-4 years. I'll give you a Bly for maybe a year.
So why does Martial get the Bly?
I'm not giving him a Bly. Have I not just agreed with you on I've not given Martial a Bly. I said
we should sell him. So we should sell him, yeah.
If we sold him, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't argue somebody down if we sold him.
All right, fair.
Your De Gea situation could be a bit similar to the Mane one, where Mane's had a terrible season. Obviously, Mane's been great in the last few seasons, but last season he had a terrible season. And it's whether to see whether he has improved his form to what it used to be like, or he continues last season's form this season. At the moment, it's not looking good. I have to be honest with Mane.
And that's what it is. If we did sell him, I'd be like, yeah, because I think he's talented. And I'm like, all right, cool. We can get more from him. I legit believe we can get more than what we got last season. And I think the season before that proved it. But again, I've said if he's poor this season, get rid of him. But like I said, we have a goalkeeper who's not been good for 3 years and nobody talks about it.
That's what I'm saying about Mane, though. This season, get rid of him. Because he's had 2 in a row then.
If it's 2 in a row, that's fair point. But then when you've won, to an extent. But then obviously winning trophies helps that as well. But
the thing is, all you need with some players is to give them a bit of competition to kind of make them book their ideas up. De Gea had a number 2 behind him who was literally happy to be the number 2 in it. Solskjaer had to bring in Henderson and threaten De Gea, like literally threaten him, like, yo, you're going to lose your place, innit? Even though we knew that De Gea still is number 1. It's like with Martial, though, anytime you give him any competition, he folds, innit? Now he's got the wickedest competition ever. We got Sancho in, we got Ronaldo in, Cavani's there. Rashford's sticking on the left now, innit? He's not moving anywhere else. Sancho actually wants to play on the left. Like, he can play on the right, but the left is predominantly where he wants to play, in it. So it's like, bro, like with all that competition, bro, like he's gonna have a worse season this season than he did last season.
I could see that happening. I could see that happening simply because I just don't see him now getting game time.
Yeah, he'll get less game time. Yeah,
but then he'll get let go. So in the times he's playing, he has to hit. But because I don't see him playing 25 league games.
Yeah, agreed.
Don't see that. So
and rightfully so, in it. Like you should force yourself into that. And like, look, like obviously it might not be fair because no one really had a pre-season, but bro, the game he just started, like he was terrible. He had like 13 touches in 60 minutes. It's like, what is going on here?
But again, that's the United.
And you got a 19-year-old taking a piss out of you, bro.
Yeah, he's doing bits. But again, with the Ronaldo, the Martial thing, that's all our 9s. Cavani did the same exact thing against Wolves. That's not an issue, but that's not a talent thing with Cavani. That's the way we are set up. Everybody has a 9 dies in our team.
Yeah.
None of our 9s. Even Greenwood, who's been our best player, has scored his goals not coming from the right or the left in the first game.
We've never put Greenwood down the middle to know if that's the case or not.
Down the middle. You started down the middle.
Yeah, well, we never.
And Wolves, was it Wolves? No, Wolves and Leeds, I think it was. He started.
Yeah, on Leeds, he was at the middle and he scored, didn't it? But to say that he scores all his goals from the right, like we never play him down the middle. That Leeds game was the first game where he's playing down the middle for a long ass time, innit? We were saying this might be the season where now Sancho's on the right. Greenwood actually might get the chance down the middle, but now Ronaldo's come. It's like you're probably going to be back on the right again, isn't it? So we don't play him down the middle.
And I'm cool with that. Flawless, allow Ronaldo, man. You never stop till proven dead wrong. It's all good. I believe in CR7. Did you man see him without his shirt? That's not 36. Well, you see, this is what I'm talking about. Our feelings, how it looks, vibes thing. He looks great for a 36-year-old. I'm talking about on the pitch. Ronaldo will score goals. I am not disputing that. He doesn't push us significantly closer to winning a major trophy. And
Flawless isn't doubting Ronaldo. He's doubting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
That's it. But people take it as me taking a shot at Ronaldo when I said he doesn't push us closer because he doesn't.
People aren't realizing how hefty Ole tax is. Still.
They have no idea because they're getting. You know why they don't? You know why that is, Ryan? Because they're in their feelings and loving the nostalgia because Ronaldo's back and it's great. Yeah. But then when you look at it, you go, yeah, he actually doesn't. We had Sancho and Varane on the pitch against Wolves and still look terrible. So what's the difference?
So with that, Wolves is a difficult place to go at the same time. Like I would like to see a home game. Wolves is always going to be a difficult place to go. Like you're always going to scrap a 1-0 win there, innit? There's plenty of times where we go there and draw or scrap a 1-0
It's
win.
not a draw thing. I'm not talking about the result. I'm talking about the performance.
But then you man went to Southampton, who are literally horrendous this season.
Performance awful.
Well.
That's my point. It's a performance thing. Forget the results. I'm not even talking about the results. Performance wise.
Yeah.
Like Southampton could genuinely
and people
go
think
down.
Ronaldo's gonna come in and instantly make that better. Sancho hasn't so far. Neither has Varane to an extent. So how is Ronaldo gonna do that? And that's not me doubting.
Because
Ronaldo.
he's gonna manage the team, bro. He's managed now, bro. Like,
all right, Don KJB, let me know. What's it called? Let me know, like, where you think we're gonna finish in this season. Let me know.
Man started Fred and DM. You know, like I just don't know what to do with that, innit? Like Fred start that was one of the worst starts to a game I've seen in years.
Mm-hmm.
Since Phil Jones at Tottenham, where they scored in like 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, he scored an own goal, didn't he?
Was it an own goal? I remember them scoring in like 60 seconds.
I remember Eriksen scoring a goal in like 10 seconds or something stupid.
Yeah, it was like right from the kickoff, innit? And it was Phil Jones's fault. I don't think it was an own goal though.
I think he did score an own goal in that game.
I think he got ruled out.
I think
he got ruled out. He did, but he got ruled out. He did.
I need to see it. I'm going to search Phil Jones' own goal versus Tottenham.
Yo, you're going to be there for a strong minute, fam. But all right.
But like this Fred performance was worse than that. I feel like it was it was bad, and it's a problem that we have a manager like he finished the game. He made it to 94 minutes, bro.
Now, flawless, it was an own goal. Then man Tottenham beat you 2-0. Eriksen scored first minute in like the first 30 seconds, and Phil Jones scored an own goal.
Mad. Yeah, this is like I think Phil Jones was at fault for the Eriksen goal as well.
Yeah,
he had a torrid time in it.
Yeah, it probably was.
And here's the thing is with this, because Todd said exactly what I said. We've had our left wingers. Sancho spent as much time on the right as he did on the left in Germany. Like Statman show me the stats. He played more on the right. He's just capable of both. This whole thing that he can't play on the right, he's more than capable of playing on the right. But again, Oli tax affects all of these things. Because now he's come in and he doesn't look amazing. All of a sudden, people are doubting him and that. And it's going to happen with Ronaldo. And I hate to be the guy to say it, but that's what's going to happen. Ronaldo's going to come in and he might not start straight away, but eventually it will get to the point and people will be like, right, is Ronaldo what he is? Is he too old? Can he hack it in the Premier League? It happens. You think it's happened to Pogba? You don't think it can happen to Ronaldo? It's happening to Sancho. It's happened to Greenwood. It's happened to Rashford. It's happened to Bruno. It's happened to Martial. It's happened to Cavani. It's happened to Donny. Look at all the names of the people I'm naming there. They're not all bad players. Well, you put them in our team and automatically they look bad.
Yeah.
But hey, we can win the league though because Ronaldo's coming in it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, even Dan James looked a lot better for Wales than he did at Man United.
Dan James, I watched him in the Euros and he looked effective. They had a plan. Get the ball out to him, beat your man and cross it in for the striker. I can't remember his name.
But I've said that for years. Like that was my biggest argument when it came to defending Lukaku. It's like, he looks terrible for us, and then he'll go to Belgium and he'll score 3 goals in 2 games. Like every international break, he'll do that. Every international break, and then he'll come back to us and he'll look terrible. Like there's reason for that, innit?
Yeah, 100%. Well, hey, it is what it is, innit? Nostalgia, innit? People love it. Question for Ray: would you take Mikkel Damsgaard at Liverpool?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know too much about him, so I can't say.
He was decent in the Euros. Remember,
he was decent. He's Denmark, innit? But probably a squad depth, yeah. But like, wouldn't get me a signing that would make me like whoa. But yeah, I don't know. Still,
and
I ain't watched him loads.
This is my point. You said earlier, I forget it. Obviously, the names. We've been going for nearly 2 hours, well, over 2 hours now. Said earlier, top 2 or 3, anywhere from top to third in the Premier League final. See, you ain't even confident. That's my point. That's his hope. And this is my point. There's no statement like, I predict us to finish third, second, or first. It's anywhere from top because we're gonna finish in the top 4. It's like, all right, cool, innit? You just get City fans like Jan and Chelsea fans like Timo who just won't say, and Prime who just won't say it with their chest that their team's going to win the league. But if you ask him if they have the best squad and manager, they'll say, yeah.
At least I've said it with chest that my team's going to win the league.
You do say it with your Kim K's. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why is everyone shook to say it with their chest?
I have no idea, fam. I don't know.
If your manager's Pep Guardiola and you have that team, like you have to be saying, I'm going to win the league.
Jan's just ignoring you, bro.
Nah, she isn't
Yeah,
over.
we are
She gonna respond.
we are the best team in the league, but the best
So you
team.
should win the league.
Are you going to win the league?
Yeah. Talk
I
how
mean-
you was talking when we was on Saturday. Don't sugarcoat it.
Nah,
She was talking the most on
nah.
Saturday.
Was she
What I
talking
said-
crud?
Yeah, fam, hella
Yeah,
crud. You know
she's
what Jan's
talking a
like.
load of whack,
Fucking hella
bro. I
crud.
can't lie.
She was like, Chelsea ain't
This
better than us.
girl's
'Cause I
way
think
too
Chelsea
gone,
won the
man.
league. And she was like, Chelsea ain't better than us. No way. Chelsea,
Nah,
I'm
to
like,
be
Chelsea better
honest,
than you.
last season I said if we got a defender, we would win the league. If we bought a centre back, we would win the league. This season, I said if we bought a striker, we'd win the league. Last season, we got Ruben Diaz and won the league. This season, we didn't get a striker. So I don't know. It is harder to retain. If we didn't win it last year, I think we were going to win it this year for sure. I don't know yet.
That's
don't-
mad, isn't it? Like, when did it get so hard to retain in it? Because I just grew up watching United retain in it. So like, when did this become a thing? Like, oh, we won it last season, so we probably won't win it this
Then
season.
after,
Nah,
Yeah.
here's the thing, FAT.
I
Nah,
think
to be
it's
honest,
2000s,
because
innit?
if
It
they
became
don't,
hard
you'll
to
be on
retain.
them. Nah, I won't, because the thing is, I'm gonna be on them regardless. So you might as well say it with your chest. Because if United
City,
were,
if City don't win the league, it's a failure for City. It doesn't matter how good Chelsea are or how good a Liverpool are. Then no one cares.
I'm going to say this,
City
Flawless can also guarantee United will finish in a position in the league. Large up win the set. See that win the set for. That's why I fucks with you, because that's what people have been doing. And like, why is everyone
even
scared
so
to
will
come out and
Arsenal.
say-
If we had any manager that wasn't Ollie, I'd call a specific position in it. With this team, I'd be like, yeah, we're gonna win the league, but you know, we have Ollie tax to deal with in it. So boy,
Depending on the, I agree with that. Depending on the level of the manager is where I would say we'd finish. So if we got someone that really was like, yeah, I'd go second. But because of Ollie, I'm saying fourth.
I don't think City even
That's
win
the-
the
that's
league.
the gap.
finish second.
Yeah,
Because
like that's the
I don't
gap I think this manager is. I think if we got a good manager, he jumps us up 2 places, which is massive.
agreed.
He jumps us up. But I think with this manager, we finish fourth. Depending on Liverpool and how their season goes in terms of injuries. They get
Oh yeah,
injuries,
they're gonna
we
fall
could hit them.
apart at some point.
If they get, but obviously they're not gonna have as many. It's highly unlikely they're gonna have as many injuries this season as they did last season.
How do you feel about your summer transfer window, Ryan?
No, I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, you want to talk about
Because we
it?
not really spoke about Liverpool today, innit?
There's
Like,
not
let's
really
speak about
much. There's not
Liverpool,
really
innit?
much to say, isn't there? We made one
Yeah,
signing,
there
and that even happened before the transfer window started. So like,
Yeah,
technically,
you are
whilst the transfer
form.
window was actually open, we didn't even sign anyone.
You are former Champions League, Premier League winners. You did it in the same year, apparently. You get me? Like what is
No, we
going
just
on?
acted like we did. We just did the shamelessness and acted like we did still.
Alright, so
You know
what's
what? I
happening,
went
bro?
along with it.
I want to know what's going on at Liverpool, innit? Because
It's
like,
FSG, man. Pagans, innit?
0 out of 10 transfer window.
We're gonna
Yeah,
like
actually,
that.
yeah.
They re-signed Henderson on a longer contract, didn't it?
Shut up, Jan.
Yeah, they was
Yeah,
on a
that's it.
propaganda thing, fam.
You got your captain
Oh.
back, man, innit? Get me, captain,
Captain
fantastic.
Bro, I've been
fantastic.
against the Henderson.
Fantastic,
Bro,
fam.
I've been against you know me for the last few weeks. I've been like, don't give Henderson the contract. Did you really
You
think
have.
they were gonna fool me on deadline day, bro? That was even more bad news on top of that. For fuck's sake.
You was there with your Henderson shirt, fam. You know what I'm saying? With the captain's
Fuck off.
armband at home.
Henderson
you know what I'm saying?
shirt.
Man had
What,
the
with your
captain's
Ollie shirt
armband
next
on,
to you?
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this
Yeah,
is your
Ollie shirt next to
Champions
you.
League winning captain, bro.
Facts.
Like,
Premier
Don't
League
act like I
Yeah.
wasn't sitting in that seat that you're in the other day. Was
Show
turned my
respect.
shirt around and saw Ollie number 20 at the back.
What do you mean? You was too busy waving around, fam. That's what it is. You was waved. You didn't know what was what. You know what I'm saying? I was swaying from side to side. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. You good there, fam. Look at him smiling up. But
Bit of cheesing in it.
I know, hella cheesing at the fort. That's his captain. Look, you mentioned Henderson and look at the smile on his face. Look how happy he is.
Oh.
Now he's
That's
blushing.
proud,
Do you remember
innit?
He's
that watch
blushing.
along?
Hella
Remember
proud.
the Euros watch along?
Proud, innit?
That
That's how I
you were-
smiled when we signed Ronaldo back.
and how shit Henderson was. Do you remember how much we were cussing Henderson in that watch along? The
Yeah,
Euros
I
watch
remember.
along, us three did.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I do
we
remember
were
that.
cussing Henderson so much.
Was it the Scotland game?
No, it was the Euros final, Italy, England. Remember
Oh, was it?
Henderson
I can't
came on
remember.
and had that disaster class.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't
And
he?
me and you were cussing him.
He came off.
Alright,
He came
let
on
me
in
get
the
to
ball
this.
again, didn't he?
Yeah, no.
All right, so big up the football capital. I don't know
Big
why
up
he's mad.
watching,
Before we
man.
move, he says,
It's a chatting wet.
He's chatting wet. We had Jose and finished 6th in its first last season. No sense. When this other tax wins the league, United don't celebrate. Why would I not celebrate if my team won the league?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Make sense of that. So because I think this manager's not good enough to win the league, I shouldn't celebrate.
Yo, we support Manchester United, not Ollie Chester United.
Yeah.
I said Ollie
Someone
Chester.
someone make sense of that. I really don't like that. You know what I'm saying? That rhetoric. Or when they win the league, don't celebrate. All right, so if we don't win the league,
I can guarantee if Man United win the league, I will not be celebrating.
Yeah, we know that.
And the thing is, like, we wanted Jose out as well because he weren't good enough. Like, when he finished 6th, he won 2 trophies. So it's like you get a blight for that. The very season where he finished 2nd, no trophies, we're kind of on you right now, innit? And then the 3rd season went how it went, bro. Like,
he still finished 2nd with a higher points total, though.
He did, but it wasn't a challenge, innit? So it don't really count for nothing. But it's
then he didn't get back that summer, whereas Ollie did, innit? Jose got like bread and below, and Ollie's gone and got all these guys. It's mad still.
He didn't get backed, but he was on some fuckeries though. Like, so I understand why he didn't get backed. Like, he wanted an out of inch and players like that, innit? Like, so I get it, innit? But like, like, man was really trying to bring. He went to a game. What game was it, yo?
He was trying to sign out Arnautovic. He was.
He went to one of his international games, yo. You'll see, he's there in the stands watching him. Like, he wanted to sign out Arnautovic, like he really did, innit? So like, he did, bro. Like, we could have had him as playing. He could have been our number 9, innit?
Perisic, he was trying to sign. William was trying to sign as well.
He wanted William. Yeah, bro. Like,
he was trying to sign William.
You know what Arsenal then trying to get all these pensioners, bro. Like,
it was mad. But the thing is, like, it's not specific to Ollie. If you're not doing good, like, we have to say you're not doing good, innit? We're impartial, innit? Like, Ollie's not good enough, man. Like,
and when he said we had Jose and finished 6th in his first season, what's that got to do with anything? I'm lost as to
Jose won 2 trophies, innit? So you can't say nothing about that.
I just don't get that comment because no one here is Jose in. Even me, who's a big fan of Jose, was like, he had to go.
Yeah, and that's when I knew it was bad, innit? When Flawless was like, because I know how big of a fan of Jose you was, innit? So when it's like, when Flawless was like,
I do miss Prime Jose.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, he was great. He was scary.
Prime Jose was great still.
It was. Big up the authentic. But yeah, please comment back Football Capital because I'm completely just lost. Like,
man started Fred, after he played terrible the game before. He started him. He started terribly. He had a terrible game, and he kept him on for the full 90 minutes. It's basic shit like that. There's no other manager in the top 6 that would have let Fred see the final whistle. Yeah. It's just basic shit like that.
100%. Big up authentic. The exception says just dropped in. Flawless. You redefining the term grind. My data goes to Sarcasm City. Ronaldo will back 20 years. Yeah, man. Large up you, man. Sorry for pushing your data in it. My bad. My apologies in it.
How many do you think Ronaldo will bag in it?
What, in the Premier League? 15 to 20.
Nah, I mean overall, all competitions.
He'll get 25 overall.
I could see him getting 20 plus overall, but it depends. If we say we play FA Cup, League Cup, them draws. If we get lower league teams in them, we're gonna put them to the sword.
So if we finish this season and Ronaldo finishes on 25 goals all competitions, is that a good season for Ronaldo? Was it a good sign?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I just want to know what the bar is, innit? I want to know what the expectation is for him.
I think that's a good signing. But again, even if say he gets less than 15 goals, say he scores 14 goals in all competition, I look at it and go, I know your service was probably shit all season. And because Statman Baines is there, I can get the numbers from him to find out. Like I said, when our strikers, both Martial and Cavani, average 4 touches in the opposition box all season.
Yeah. For me, right, for 34-year-old Cavani to score 15 or whatever it was last season in our competitions, it's like, I don't understand.
With Ollie backs as well.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand this whole... Because I see the pundits are going hard now to try and say, Ronaldo, he's 36, he's not going to be able to keep up with the Prem and all that bullshit. It's like, bro, I literally just watched Cavani score 15 last season with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I think Ronaldo will be all right, innit? Like, I think he will be all right, innit? So I'd say the 25 goal mark as well I'm heading for. If he gets over 20
as well.
He will be on penalties.
He will be on penalties as well. But it counts, innit? It counts.
Yeah, it all counts. And that's why I will look at it. But I'll probably look at it. I probably won't blame Ronaldo if he doesn't get that. Because I know I'm thinking the service is going to be bad up to him anyway. I fear for him in terms of the lack of service for him. If you give Ronaldo the ball in the box, he'll score goals. 100%.
I think he'd get more if he'd have gone to City.
100%. That was the better move.
100%. Yeah, I would have got more if I went to City.
Mm.
But it's like, yo, what I like about the Ronaldo signing is it takes pressure off Sancho because I see people getting at him already and he's played one full game.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Genders.
this puts the spotlight on Ronaldo, and also he's going to occupy defenders. So we're going to give Sancho more space to do what he needs to do. And you're going to have someone that should be on your wavelength as well in it. Someone you can cross the ball into, someone you can fire the ball into. So this signing excites me for what it does for Sancho more than anything, because I see people trying to get at him already.
I'm just hoping that these lot just click up and just do the thing by themselves. And are they capable of that? Absolutely, because there's enough talent out there. That man can now. There's no Dan James either. There's no one really there to mess it up anymore. So them man together, a Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo front three. I just use that as an example with Bruno. They should be able to figure it out themselves in a 90-minute game. Even with all the attacks, even with the midfield, they'll put something together, even if it's a 10-15-minute period.
This is why we say Ronaldo's a manager now, bro, because like, bro,
I hope you're right.
Making the decisions.
I hope so. I hope that he just comes in, because if there's one guy who can turn pretty much our entire fan base on the manager, it is Ronaldo.
Yeah, because if he comes in and he doesn't get like, he's never had a season where he's not got numbers in it. So if he comes in and he's not getting numbers, because like he's just been playing for Juventus and he's still getting good numbers. Yes. So if he doesn't get the good numbers, bro, there's only one way, there's only one direction you can point that in.
Yeah, true.
You can't point that at Ronaldo, especially when he's going to be going off on international break and scoring goals for Portugal still. Like, you can't point that anywhere but the manager now, innit? It's like, okay, so even Ronaldo's not thriving in this team, so what now?
And then that's because he's a fan favorite. And when Ronaldo's not thriving, he's one of the best players in the world, then it will force people's eyes. It shouldn't take for Ronaldo to come in and flop for people to be like, rah, is this as bad as he is? That's why when people were so shocked about the Europa League final, I said it. That's been happening all season. It's just that it happened on a grand scale when there was no other football matches that day.
When the pressure was on,
and everybody was watching, and it's a high pressure situation, and it's a high stakes moment. It's the second tier European trophy. Everybody's watching. It's not like a 3 o'clock kick or a 5:30 kick. He's been doing them things. Bad formations, not making changes, or not taking.
And he's still doing those things.
Yeah, because that's him. He's not good enough. Z Gold says, "I get where Flawless is coming from. I used to pop off on him before, but I get it now. The manager is not good enough. Now we got Ronaldo. We have to hope for the best. It's all hopes and dreams, and it's cool, man. We all call things wrong. I call things wrong too. And when you call me out on it, I hold my hands up and go, you know what, I was wrong, because I have no issue being wrong.
I can't relate. I've never. But if
you are right. You are right an annoying amount of times, though. Still,
well, she thought Arsenal had a chance against City last week.
She was off with that, but we all get things wrong. But she's on point. A lot of the time, shit happens, and I'm like,
yeah. Most of the long-term things that I predict are correct. The short,
I'm always right.
Yeah, all right, fam. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Question for the panel: who's going to score more goals this season? Lukaku or Cristiano Ronaldo? What are you saying, Tom?
Big Rom. Red Rom.
Jan.
Don't know, Probably.
Ronaldo did outscore him last season, though.
I think Rom too. I think
Lukaku. Better system will get more service.
Yeah, if Ronaldo went City, I'd say Ronaldo.
And they'll both be on penalties.
Yeah.
So
No.
Lukaku's not going to be on penalties. Not over Jorginho.
Apparently he is. Yeah. Apparently he might be on penalties.
That's a crazy move if they do that. Why would you think Jorginho's one of the best penalty takers in
That's
the
what Chelsea. I've heard Chelsea fans
in the world.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. I swear he's not missed one for them.
That's wild if that's true.
Yeah, because he got
Lukaku's not a good penalty taker in terms of, he scores them, but he looks weird when he takes a penalty. I can admit that. Like, he looks weird. Like, have you ever seen him take a penalty?
The only penalty I remember is when him and Zlatan got into that scrap and he hit that ball with venom from. You know what I'm
saying? His run up, his stroke of the ball, like, it just looks all weird, innit? Like you ever tried to take a penalty with your weaker foot? That's what it looks like when Lukaku's taking a penalty.
And that's you saying that, and you're a big fan of him.
Yeah, it looks really weird, and I can't see them letting him take penalties.
It's mad. And Football Capital said the manager will determine where United are on the table. Yes, I think the manager has a heavy impact on where you are on the table. If Lampard was still at Chelsea, I wouldn't be predicting Chelsea to win the league. Lampard
that's a
was still
good
at
point.
Chelsea, they probably don't win the Champions League.
Great
If
point.
Roy Hodgson was still at Liverpool, they probably won't win the Champions League and the Premier League with that team. Managers have hefty. If Kevin Keegan was still at City, they probably don't win 3 Premier Leagues in 4 years.
Hey, you're doing him
Like,
back.
I'm really lost as to like where we're going with this. Yes, the manager has a massive. Am I going crazy? Does a manager not have a massive impact on a team?
Manager's the biggest thing for me.
Am I just losing my mind?
Yeah, because it's like when everyone's in total agreement that if you took Pep from City and put him in Ronaldo in United, and he had the United's team, like he would win the league. If you took Klopp from Liverpool and give him United's team, he would win something.
Whereas
So
if
it's
you
just
put
like,
Ollie in charge of our team, we'd probably be where Arsenal are. I can't
yeah,
lie.
like if they swapped, if he was like, yo, Ollie's in charge of City now, what are you betting? Are you betting on them to win the league? You're not going to put money on that.
Yeah, because if Ollie came to Liverpool,
Gabby.
we don't have as much individual brilliance in it. So Ollie would get
That's
found
true.
out at Liverpool
Yeah,
proper.
when you're looking at Origi, when you're looking at Origi,
Yeah, we ain't got individual brilliance like you lot. So
yeah. When you're looking at Origi and Naby Keita and Thiago Alcantara and Henderson and these man for individual brilliance, it's a wrap.
Yeah. If Ollie's at City, all of a sudden them having no striker is a big problem now, isn't it?
It's a massive problem.
having a left back is a big problem. I'm not having
It's a massive problem now. They're going to be talking about it. All the pundits going to be talking about they got no striker. They don't talk about that now. If you notice, like they don't discuss the fact that City have no striker.
Or no left back.
No.
Oh no, left back.
That becomes a problem.
But put Ollie at the helm, and that's a massive problem now.
Yeah, it's a huge problem. That's my point. That's why the manager even changes the narrative on how you look at the team. I say this all the time. If we had Liverpool's team that won the Premier League, our fans would kick off.
Yeah.
Fan options were Fabinho, Henderson, Ronaldo, Milner, Keita, the Ox. Our fan base are kicking off.
An £8 million relegated left back.
And an £8 million relegated left back and a striker that doesn't
Joe
score
Gomez
goals.
at the back.
And a strike. Our fan base requires the creativity.
Lovren still in the squad.
You know what I'm saying? We need a number 9 who scores goals. We complain about a number 9 not scoring goals, like we don't have goals in our team. That's the crazy part. There's so much goal threat in that. Like, how much goal threat do you want? Do you want 11 attacking players on the pitch? It's mad. He says Flawless is basically saying Ronaldo will stat pad in the FA Cup. Low, you ain't sick, fam. I'm just saying that could boost up his numbers. That's all. Because Ronaldo gonna put them like we seen with Ireland today.
Yeah, when Ronaldo comes up against Wickham,
he gonna put them minnows to the sword.
Yeah, that used to be the criticism against him when he was with us the first time. Like, oh, he's a flat track bully. You don't score against the bigger teams. Like that's all they used to say about him.
Nah, Daniel, I love Robertson. Robertson's quality, but what I'm saying is, if Ollie brought an £8 million relegated left back from Hull, their fans would kick off.
100%.
That's all we say.
He brought Dan James, and we was unsure as to what he was doing.
It's mad. NB says, Jan, would you say Cancelo and Zinchenko are your most underrated players? See there?
Zinchenko is definitely very underrated. Like he does a very good job. He's solid. No one really rates him outside of City. Like
He's
City
a good
fans,
player. He's a good player.
Yeah, City fans love him, but outside of City, people don't really rate him. Cancelo is getting a lot of ratings from last season because he was really, really good. It took him a while to get used to Pep in it. That's why the first season was a bit. You could see what he was trying to do, but it wasn't working. Whereas last season it was working. So I think Cancelo's rated highly now. So I wouldn't really say he's underrated anymore. Yeah, Zinchenko. Used to be Fernandinho. Fernandinho's only got rated recently. He never used to really be rated that highly. But I'd say the most underrated is probably Zinchenko and Rodri. Because I think people outside of City don't rate Rodri, but Rodri is perfect for Man City in the way he plays. But he's one of them players you're never going to notice him. But if you took him out the team, you would notice that he's not there. That sort of thing. Not saying that the problem with him is he's a different player to Fernandinho. I prefer Fernandinho personally, but Rodri is very effective in our team in a different way than Fernandinho.
It's like switching from Keane to Carrick. Like a lot of people didn't like Carrick, myself included, just because he wasn't a Keane type of player in it.
Carrick,
So it's let alone them being there at the same time. Like with Fernandinho still being there and still producing, like it would be tough for Rodri in it, perspective wise.
He's just a completely different player. Rodri, the criticism of Rodri is he can be a little bit slow sometimes, but he's just a different player. He's not that guy that is going to do tricks and flicks. I don't
even think he's slow. I just think everything around him is quick.
Yeah.
The slick and the one-touch passing and stuff like that. No, I hear that. Yeah. Football Capital says, when United win 14 games in a row. All right. How old are you, brother? Let me know.
Nah, I know him still. He's
How old is he?
But he's probably around your age.
No, he's not.
Nah, he is. He is. I know him. I've done shows with him. He's on Bobby's channel.
He's legit around my age. All right. So he says, I think he's trolling me.
He's proper Ollie in though. Like he backs the manager.
All right. So when United win 14 games in a row,
I told you he's same age as you.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Let me address
when
this.
Was last time United won 14 games in a row?
When's the last time we won 4 games in a row?
Win 14 games in a row.
14.
No, he's talking about the start of his reign. When he interim manager.
No, he says when United win 14 games in a row.
When did you win 14 in a row?
Yeah.
But when he was interim manager and he was winning games, we was all singing his praises. That's what happens, isn't it? Like we sing your praises, we're playing well. You're playing well, we sing your praises.
I was saying interim manager Ollie Interim manager Ollie, I love. That guy different. If he gets him back, I'm with it.
People still can't tell you what a United goal looks like outside of counter-attacking.
Or a penalty from Bruno.
Or a penalty
It'll be a Ronaldo penalty. Bro, it'll be Ronaldo penalty.
That's a Ronaldo penalty. That's very
well played.
Let me get to this because this is taking me aback. So when United win 14 games in a row, it's freestyle football. But when we lose, it's on the manager, run with the same energy. When have you heard me say it's not on the players when we lose? Again, I don't like people making assumptions on my opinion.
I don't like that last part though.
One sec. Let me get to this. I'm going to get to that as well. Ask me and then we can correspond. Because I've never said it's all to blame for the manager. That's how you're taking it. Because you're overcompensating because you know this manager's terrible. That's what that is. And that's what the majority of Ollie inners do. They overcompensate and he just needs to deliver. If he wins matches, and that shuts me up. If we got style, that shuts me up. If we win trophies, that shuts me up. You don't believe we're going to win a trophy, Football Capital. Where are you predicting us to finish in the league this season? That's my question to you. And the lack of service to Ronaldo won't be on the Ollie. It's on the players. It's on both.
It's on Ollie. It's on both. That's on Ollie.
No, it's on both. It's
both.
The players have to be held. The players have to be held responsible. But then so does the manager because the manager puts them out there. So it's on both of them.
But why was Jurgen Klopp able to create so many chances in Liverpool when he had midfields of Milner, Henderson, Wijnaldum? Zero creativity.
You know why that is? Wait. You know what that is? Because he's a very good manager. That's
because he coaches them on the pitch.
He's a very good manager.
Training ground, patterns of play, he coaches them.
Yeah, we have no pattern of play. Yeah. People still go, oh, why don't the Pogba that plays for France turn up at United? It's like, well, there's only one reason for that. Bro, I watched Pogba this weekend and he clearly was told to just try and launch long balls from deep in it. Like that was the tactic in it. Launch long balls, like these quarter pack long balls from deep in it. Like there's no actual pattern or style of play. It's just this Hollywood ball over the top. Try find someone in behind. And it's like it doesn't work. There's never a plan B. There's never a way to break down a team. This is why these smaller teams always do well against us. We'll smash Leeds because they're all gung-ho and whatnot, but these teams that just sit back and say, all right, break us down, like we can't do it because there's no style.
Ain't no style. And Wahab says, Flawless, you are too disrespectful to Ollie. He isn't a man to win us things. All right.
To be fair,
he's not the man to win
hold up. We're going to get to this. Hold up. Large up Vegas Gunner because he said he's in the gym, innit? So large up to you. Big up everyone who's here late night. You just said, Flawless, you are too disrespectful to Ollie. He isn't the man to win us things. If he isn't the man, so is United's objective not to win things.
Yeah.
You admit yourself that he's not. See what I have to argue with? I think I'm going nuts. Right. So you don't think he's the man to win us things. So how can you get onto me for having the same opinion? I don't understand this. We have the same opinion, and you're getting mad at me because I'm being too disrespectful because he's the legend. You know what I'm saying? How am I going? And he said you're going way overboard. All right, what did I say that was wrong? Please respond in it. What did I say about Ollie that was wrong? Because I didn't personally attack him. I spoke about his management.
Yo, the
Very
fact
solid.
that Jan's saying she likes Ollie says it all, innit?
Yeah, when the rival fans say they like Ollie.
Yeah, all of them like Ollie,
That's
innit?
Ryan.
But yo,
Ryan's
I'm
Ollie
out, people, innit? Y'all enjoy the
Yo,
rest of
love
the
talks,
evening.
yeah? Big up talks,
Yeah,
man.
big up
I'll
Talks.
catch you with
Bless
you.
up,
Yo,
everybody.
Talks, make sure you go watch the Malice in the Palace, fam.
Do you know what? I was gonna watch it and then you guys went live, innit? It's literally on the TV now, innit?
Yeah,
But yo, I'll watch it tomorrow instead, yo.
Yeah. I hear that. All right, bless
Big
up.
up Talks, man.
All
Big
right,
up.
bless up, people.
But yeah, as man was
Big up.
saying, and that it's kind
Yo,
of
Jan, you're not gonna say bye, you know?
she hella disrespectful, you know.
Mad, okay. I remember this, innit?
How is that disrespectful?
Nah. You're wilding right now.
Say bye to the brother.
I said bye to him twice.
Nah, you didn't.
Nah,
you
you
mad out
did
of
not.
pocket.
You did
I
didn't
not.
hear
No,
nothing.
no.
You must have been on mute.
What the hell? I said bye, babes, and then
Nah,
I
Oh,
said
okay.
bye.
I
That's
didn't
more
hear that.
like it. That is more like it.
Yo, love talks though. Every time I'm gonna catch up with you
Big
tomorrow,
up
fam.
Talks, man.
Love to my brother talks. But yeah, let me know how I'm sorry. Like, what did I say that was way overboard and too disrespectful? Like, let me know. I'll state facts about this, man. I don't even give opinions. Like someone
To be
you lot in
fair,
the comment.
when you win the league this year, you're gonna be very happy.
Extremely happy. You get me? When I
What
get me,
about
like turn off my when I turn off my
next
PS4, like, yeah, this is good. This has been a good season and that. You know what I'm saying? Let me go sleep I've won the league. I'll go sleep a happy man. 100%. Because you lot be wilding in the like some of you lot, I should say, be wilding in the comments. So let me know in it. This is what because I've not heard nothing back to what I've said in it. So please let me know. Because we here now in it. So let's get into this. Because this happens every now and again. More so this happens on Man United. And then I don't hear back from you lot when we go on a dead run. Emmanuel says, Ollie is dead, but I think our team can still compensate for his deficiencies because Ronaldo will coach the team. If we don't win the Premier League or Champions League, they'll sack him. Ronaldo will act out. I do believe Ollie's dead, 100%. Can the team compensate for his deficiencies? No, I don't think this team is good enough to I think Ollie tax is too hefty. That's why we can't win a league or Champions League. If we don't win the Premier League or Champions League, they'll sack him. I don't think so. I believe Ronaldo will act out. I don't think he'll get sacked. I think he only gets sacked if we don't finish top 4.
I think Ronaldo will try and get him sacked regardless. But like you say, I think it's top 4. If he gets top 4, the club will keep him.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I can see the Ronaldo thing happening as well. I hope so.
Yeah,
that's more.
Ronaldo will. Ronaldo, if you don't win any, say for example, you get to a Carabao Cup final, which is the first trophy that you can win, and you lose. Say you got there against like I don't know, like a Leeds or an Everton. You know, a team that you're supposed to beat, and you don't beat them. Ronaldo's not going to be happy with that. Do you know what I mean? Like if you come up against a City or a Chelsea, he might not have too much to say. But if it's like a team that you should be beating, like the Europa League final last year, like he would be cool with that.
I hope so. And now it isn't me in the alternate universe because whether you agree or disagree with me, I'll back up all my opinions. No, it's how the response I've given to the chat to both of them people in the chat, and they both said nothing. This is my point. We have nothing. One man said, we can't win anything with Ollie, but I'm being disrespectful. I sound sorry. How have I been disrespectful? Football Capital, I responded to him, still no response. This is my point, because they have nothing to back it up with. Oh yeah, it was about the manager thing, because I said it's on the manager. Of course it's on the manager. He wants none of the blame to go to, when we win, see what Ollie and his are. When we win, it's all about the manager and the team and the players. When we lose or draw, it's all on the players. It's like people going to defend him to the end of time. When you've got Ollie in saying he's not the man to win us thing, so why is he here? You know what I'm saying? I know you was talking about Football Capital. What I'm saying is, yeah, like, you just not me in an alternate universe, but I get you. Flawless, you agree this United current squad is the best since Fergie? Yeah, I do agree with that. Then give him till the end of the season and we finally rate him. No, because I know how this is going to end. But he's going to get to the end of the season. But I've already seen 3 games in and I'm like, this ain't it. I watched us against Wolves. I watched us against Southampton. Awful. Just the same as last season. Ronaldo's not going to come in and change that. The squad needs to win the Premier League or the Champions League, and if not, fair. All right, do you believe Wahab? Do you believe we'll win the Champions League or the Premier League? Don't give me no like long-winded answer. Do you believe we will? Where do you predict us to finish in the Premier League? Yo, man, they might try to argue. It's just vibes. Jamal, you're right. It's just vibes and passion. It's a vibes thing. It's a vibes thing. That's all man are on. Man, I got nothing. Just say you like the guy and that's why you back him. Like I say this all the time, my mum's Ollie in. But she knows in her heart of hearts that she's Ollie in because she likes him. And that's cool. I'm saying it's wild that she's Ollie in, but it's cool. I'm like, fair enough, innit? You like this because you like him. He's your guy, innit? And there's nothing wrong with that. Ryan loves Thiago and that, even though he's been bang average at Liverpool, but he likes him as a baller. It's okay. It's all right. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I like certain ballers, so there's certain leeways I'm going to give to them. But then eventually you got to cut ties. Z-Gold says, I think the team mentality will change with Ronaldo in the dressing room. Ollie's just a side man. I hope you're right. Oh, here's a good one. Daniel says, how many points will win the league this year? We'll go to you, Jan.
Ooh.
It's a difficult one because I think if you're talking about how good the standard of the teams are, you would expect it to be high. But again, it will depend because if all the top teams draw, obviously you get less points in it. So it just depends.
I think late 80s will be.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s.
I can see it being less than it was with sort of Liverpool and City simply because
I don't think it'll be 97, 98 points thing, no.
Yeah, like that season we were getting like maybe like 4 points from like Chelsea, United, and I think this season it's going to be a bit closer. So I think a lot of the teams will get 1 point, 2 points, like 2 draws sort of thing. So I don't know. I really don't know. Could be 80s. I can't see it being.
I don't think it'll be early 80s. I think that's a bit.
No, I think late 80s. 87.
Late 80s, early 90s.
88, 89. That sort of, around then.
Yeah, I can see that. I just expect Chelsea to do bits. That's what it is.
Yeah, but even if Chelsea do bits, like they've already got 1 point against Liverpool, they might get 2. You know what I mean? Or at most they can get 4. City, I don't see Chelsea beating City home and away. I don't see it.
I can see
United, I don't see Chelsea beating United home and away. Do you know what I mean? So they'll probably get a max 4 points from each team. Do you know what I mean? So we'll have to. Even if they win it.
Van Dijk dislocated his finger today. How did you guys rate Van Dijk so far this season? I think he's been very good, coming back to his best. Jack, because you would have watched him closely than I have. Right?
I think he's been very good. Just what he was like before the injury, basically. He's been fine.
I watched
even against Chelsea. I thought he was fine.
He was good. Yeah, he does. Flawless, does Ronaldo take the armband? Whether he does or he doesn't, he's the captain regardless. Like he's still going to display captain. He's still going to have captain tendencies. He has leadership qualities. So that's not going to change anyway. I seen a clip of Varane talking to Wan-Bissaka. Bruno's always talking. If you have that leadership in you, you're still going to be, you're a leader, innit? Like, you're going to have.
It's like notorious FAT say, no way Maguire's going to be chatting to Ronaldo. Like, come on, it's not happening, innit?
Yeah,
you can't have Maguire chat to Ronaldo like that.
No, they all gonna look up to Ronaldo type of thing. I think we are gonna close out the show, people. As always, big up to everyone who's locked in. And actually, let me get to some of the members still. Obviously, as part of the perks, you do get shout outs at the start of certain shows in it. So let me shout out all the members. This list is getting longer and longer. Big up Ranesh, 44, Abdallah, Wayne Modes, Jamal, Timo, Espaco, Eleanor, Don KJB, Eugene, Junior Swag King, Nippon, Johan, Easy92, Guilt, my guy Eddie, give it to Mikey, Slens Talks, NB, Dan, Sasha, Davey Fisher, Nelly, Scott Page, Cams TV, Daniel, 40 Fantasy, OKW1, Deviant, J Socials, Neville B, S Feetly TV, Winter Surfer, and of course, my 2 co-hosts who are joining me on here as well, Yan City and Ryan. Well, yeah, you lot will answer questions for the next 5 minutes or so. So you lot continue to get your questions in. But if you want to become a member of the channel, link is underneath in the description, people. You want to become a member, link is underneath in the description, and you get great perks like shout out to the start of certain shows. The members Q&As that are on Twitch, so they run just like this, but we're just joined by members. They're on the Twitch every Tuesday, every Thursday. So you're getting 4 Q&As a week. Wednesdays and Sundays on the YouTube, Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe to the Twitch as well. Daniel saying, I think we can get 4 points from City, Liverpool, United, and Leicester. I think Chelsea are the real deal. I've said this. I'm sold. I was sold on them before the season started. Then I seen them at Anfield. I was sold. I seen them go down to 10 men. And the manner in which they got the draw, I'm like, use it. Like, I'm not going as far as Wayne. Everyone needs to get onto Wayne because Wayne said Chelsea are going unbeaten this season. And I said, that's a wild thing. I said, that's wild. It'll be on the Twitch stream tomorrow. I was like, that's wild, but I see Chelsea winning this league. And I just don't need them winning the Champions League, though. Can't be asked with that.
I don't know about 4 points. Like, just because the way City and Chelsea are, we normally get
a winner.
A win each. That's normally how it goes. I think we've beaten them twice a few times, and they might have done it a few times as well. But most times, it's like they beat us at Stamford Bridge or they beat us at the Etihad and we win the other one. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
I think they do bits. Like, I was looking at the team and the manager. I'm like, yeah.
I still think it's going to be close. I don't see anyone running away with it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like
not running away, but I see them run away is too far. Like, I don't think it'll be like a 10, 15 points, but I see them winning. Like, I see them winning it by. I just see them winning it. Like, I think they're in pole position for the majority of the season. I think they just 1-0 and 2-0 their way, as Lewis said, to the league title. Yeah. I think you lot got one eye in the Champions League. I think that's your motive.
Yeah,
I think that's the same motive.
You don't think it goes to the last day?
No. Unfortunately, they might win. My worst fear is, and it could happen, and I could be there.
Old Trafford.
They win at Old Trafford. What was that? What? What did you say?
I was yawning. Yeah, they could win it.
They could, and I don't need that because I probably be at, if they win it. If they can win it at OT, I'm not going. If they can't, then I think they'll win it the game after. So I think it's wrapped up with 2 games to go.
Yeah.
I think they play us the 35th game. I'll double check that, but I think it's the 35th. MB, I hope that was the question you was asking. And Ryan was okay tonight. Hope you could see that. You get applauded. This is the Ryan we need.
I'm always okay, bro.
No, you're not. But I think Tox took the wild shit away from you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tox was the wild stuff. Makes about his trash. That had me stitches, bro.
Look at this prick popping up.
I know. Just
look at this prick, yo. Right, as what I just said is now you messaged me before as well. Lewis, I'm gonna hit you back as well. What did I say? Actually, I did send you the link. Check your Twitter DMs, Lewis. I said if Chelsea can win the league at Old Trafford, I am not going to that game. I'll link you after. We'll go out, all that stuff. But I'm not going. I'm not paying my hard-earned money to go and stand in the stand, sing my head off, and watch you lot beat us at Old Trafford and lift up the Premier League trophy. You must be out of your mind. But if you've already have it wrapped up or you can't win it, then I'm there. 100%. Just hopefully you're sat close by so I can shout abuse at you. I large up my Don Lewis every single time.
Do you know what's weird? You know what I was saying before? Like, I've said a few times, like, City and Chelsea have never been in a title race together. Never happened. Really? No, like, it's been... No, we've been fighting for the title, like in terms of we both want the title, but the last time was like 2014, and
we were in that.
It was City and Liverpool. 18-19 was City and Liverpool. Last season was us and you. 2012 was us and you. And then when else did we win it? Oh, 17-18 was second. United, wasn't it? Under Jose. So we've never been in a title race with Chelsea. See, when Chelsea win the league, City don't do well that season. And when City win the league, Chelsea don't do well that season. So it's really, this would be, if we are in a title race, this would be the first time that City and Chelsea actually go head to head for the title.
I think it happens. I think it happens this season. The only players on the...
most likely, yeah.
Oh yeah, they play us on the 37th game. Yeah, I think it's wrapped up before they get there. Before they come OT, I think they win the league.
So you have to
I
give
think it's
guard
done.
of honor.
I just calm. I'll give him the guard of honor.
That's an interesting one.
I've seen Arsenal win the league at OT. Like nothing's worse than that.
You could be clapping Christensen onto the pitch as a champion.
Wait, you said I'm clapping?
Yeah,
You said that. I ain't clapping. You know what I'm saying? And you must be out your mind. What I'm saying.
It would be an interesting. Would you rather your rivals win it at your own stadium or you give them a guard of honor?
Guard of honor all day long.
I don't know. Still, it's a tough one.
Where did we even finish in 14-15?
I'd probably say guard of honor, but it's close.
I have no idea. That's what I would say. Large up down, yeah, it's defo. I've seen Arsenal win the league at OT. That's worse than a guard of honor. 100%.
Yeah, Premier League. Okay, Premier League. Yeah, but we finished on 79 and you finished on 87. So it wasn't we were closer to Arsenal than we were to Chelsea. It wasn't like a title race.
Yeah, but that's what I'd say about that. Like, because the thing is, if they win the league, if your rivals win the league at your ground, they celebrate. It's the guard of honor and then it's a wrap. Like the guard of honor, the game goes on and then that's it.
Imagine, because it's only the players that have to clap. Obviously, the fans aren't going to clap, so like you don't have.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's only the players that have
to. I feel like
go,
clap there. You gotta clap Christensen.
Because it would hurt seeing the players celebrate at the end on your own pitch at the end. Like that would hurt. So I'd say guard of honor.
Yeah, because if they celebrate, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Both shit.
I'm debating. I might, if they've won it, I don't even know if I can deal with the guard of honor. That's the thing. I might just not go. I don't know. Well, I've got time to think anyway because it's not all the way till May. Big up Daniel. He says, big up to all of you three. Through this channel has helped me a lot. Through a lot of tough days means a lot. Yo, large up, man. What are you doing for, man, innit? Love that. Big up Daniel.
Big up Daniel.
Much appreciated. MB says, flawless. Don't you think Christensen from Chelsea is overrated? And don't you think the one at Fulham is better? Yeah, he moved to Norwich. Definitely, Jim Anderson. He's the best Danish centre back. 100%, without question. MB says, we'll end on this. Flawless. That wasn't the question. My question was, where would Sturridge rank among strikers if he wasn't injured? Because when injury free, his quality
baller, man. I loved him.
Well, both Jans and Ryan's club had him. So we'll go with you first, Ryan. Your thoughts on him?
Well, he's mostly known for his time at Liverpool more than City.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved him at Liverpool, but he was so injury prone. But that 13-14 season with Suarez was like, he was frightening, bro. I love Daniel Sturridge, man. Great finisher, great on the ball, good link up play. Like you ball him. I loved him, bro. And it's just a shame the toll his injuries took on him. Like he would be so special if he hadn't had his injuries, bro. Like great player, man.
Yeah.
Well, I really liked him when he was at City, and our dumbass manager, who I hated, decided that Cheddar was better. He used to piss me off. We'd have Sturridge on the bench and we'd need a goal, and he'd bring on Ched Evans. Ugh, honestly, I hate Mark Hughes, man. Man United deserve Mark Hughes after Ollie. You deserve him. He's your legend or whatever you want to call him. You need to take him, man.
Nah, we good. You know what I'm saying? 100 likes. Gang.
Big up, 100 likes, man. Big up.
Love that.
Yeah. Lewis says we pushed out Sturridge for a wash. Torres can't be asked. I hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? Celebration wasn't good though.
Celebration
wasn't good. But yeah, we've done 3 hours, people, and that's long for a midweek Q&A. And here was me thinking, what we're gonna talk about. Say that, you know what I'm saying?
You guys in the comments.
Large up everyone in the comments though. Big up you lot, because some of you lot have legit been locked in for 3 hours. This is mad. You know what I'm saying? Legit. You know what I'm saying? I think Arsenal have played this long and still haven't scored a goal. It's mad. But we move. Love to everyone who's locked in. We're back tomorrow. Well, technically today, Thursday, 5 p.m. Mandem United podcast will be at 5 p.m. And then am I forgetting a show? I'm forgetting a show, but I can't remember. And then 11:30 p.m. on the Twitch, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, but the members edition. So we'll be joined by a couple members. But check out the upcoming live stream section anyway. You know what I'm saying? And check out the upcoming live stream section anyway. And Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel also and hit the notification bell when you do. But yeah, man, love to everyone who's locked. Jan, anything you want to add before we leave?
Nah.
All right, cool. Who's going to win the league? One word answer.
Gavi.
So that's City then. All right, cool. Ryan, what are you telling me? Who's winning the league and anything you want to add before you bounce?
Liverpool, bro. We're winning the league.
Okay, let's go. You said it would do Kim K's.
Being a good show, man. Yeah, I always say I always say it with chess, man. You can't deny
facts.
that.
That is facts. 100%. Go on. Anything else you want to add though before we bounce?
Nah, it's been a good show, man. Big up to everyone in the comments, everyone who came on as well. So yeah, man, it's been a good show.
Yeah, man, I've enjoyed this. Big up Tox for joining, my brother. Big up Soups from Never a Foul, who also joined as well. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much.